All right, here we go. Oschino, welcome back to Vlad TV.
For sure. I don't know how many times this is, but I know I'm approaching 10 soon.
Yeah.
I mean, so
absolutely. You know, one of my favorite regular guests.
And I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you because, you know, you was taking up for me. You was telling the truth, but you was taking up for me. Like, yo, I never had a problem with Oschino. He calls me sometimes and say thank you.
Yeah.
I do that because I appreciate it.
Yeah,
you know,
I appreciate you doing it.
Yeah, they forget, because it means something to somebody. Some people act like things are owed to them when it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and it motivated me to do what I'm doing now. And everything's going up and being better. Money makes things better.
Good. Well, we have to start it off with my interview with Wayno.
Yes.
Formerly of Roc-A-Fella Records. You were around during that time. And he reminded me that I used to come by, you know, the Def Jam building. I used to come by Roc-A-Fella and get like records and stuff as a DJ. He used to like help me out with that and so forth. So me and him actually go back since like 2002.
Let me say this about Wayno though. I got signed in 1999. He wasn't there. He wasn't there at all. He wasn't there. So when he had made a video saying, he don't know Jay-Z, he don't know Jay-Z. Jay-Z the one that signed me. I didn't know Dame Dash. I rapped for Jay-Z to get signed. Mind you, Wayno used to sleep in all my houses. I told you one time, I did shoot a gun over his head. I was younger, I was retarded then.
Wait, you shot a gun over his head?
Oh, so I gotta give you the context first. He's at my house sleep. I came from the club, I'm drunk. Me and my man Wiz, shout out to Wiz. We come in the crib, he's on my couch snoring with his socks off. His toes is wiggling on my couch cushions, like wiggling. Mind you, Wayne only like 4 years younger than me. I said, he's snoring with his toes on my couch. Back then, this was called a prank to me. I told my man, open the back door. So I shot over his head so the bullets can go through the backyard. Boom, boom, boom. He rolled on the floor like he's playing Call of Duty. Ah! He was mad at me about that. And he talked about it one time on one of his posts or whatever. But I thought that was my brother, you know what I'm saying? Because after that, you know, I took care of him. I talked to his mom, so I was gonna take care of him, make sure he was safe, you know what I mean?
Okay, hold on one second. What city was this in?
Philadelphia.
So in Philly, you could just shoot off a gun in a residential area and the police don't show up, neighbors don't call the cops, like,
you know, it's crazy.
It's just a regular occurrence? Because I'm thinking if you shoot off a gun in somewhere outside of a shooting range or like a field somewhere, that all hell's gonna break loose at that point.
You know what's so crazy though? Now that I look back on it, it's kind of saying crazy, but back then, shooting was like regular. Like shooting a gun was not a big deal. I didn't even think about the cops.
Really?
No.
That's crazy. Oschino, that's crazy.
357 long too, revolver.
This is not the 1800s.
No, this
was what? You said
it's like 2003.
2003?
Yeah. Shot 3 times over his head while you on the couch sleeping. And he said, oh, what made me so mad about it, you was dying laughing when I rolled on the floor. I said, I've never seen somebody get in Army Call of Duty mode out they sleep. He just rolled on the floor. Like, it's like, I said, yo, so, of course it's something I wouldn't do now. But I was young. I was like probably about 24. You know what I mean? And that's how we used to play around games, stuff like that back then.
Yeah, we wouldn't be friends after that. That'd be the end of our friendship. You don't come around anymore. Motherfucker, you shot a gun over my head. The fuck? Fuck wrong with you?
Yeah. Wait, no, I'm sorry about that, but you still didn't have to diss me though.
Okay, so I brought your name up during my first interview with Wayno, and I didn't know what the answer I was going to get. I wasn't familiar that there was any sort of anything between y'all. Yeah. But he gave a mouthful.
Yeah.
He gave a mouthful. He called you a lunatic, was it?
But I love man. That's my guy, but he's a lunatic. He'll tell you himself. Like, bona fide, certified lunatic, bro. Like, you would say, what's up with, what's really up with this dude? That's why what's crazy about is like, when he talked about me on his channel, he said, yo, Wayno can never say anything to make me hate him because I love him too much. But it takes a special person to be able to love a person like that. You feel me? Because he's something to deal with, man. That's my boy, though. I love forever. He's something to deal with, though, for sure.
Yeah, now that part, I didn't really feel no type of way about that part because I used to be like a lunatic back then, probably, you could say. You mean, because, you know, you're a product of your environment. I mean, so, you know, there's things I would do back then I wouldn't do now, but I always showed him love, took care of him. Money, somewhere to stay at. Even when I moved to Fort Lee, New Jersey, like my last house he stayed at, you know, it was $3,600 a month out there back in 2005. Which, if you're from Philadelphia, that's a lot, that's high. You know, if you're from New York, y'all rent, the projects cost $10 million a month. You know what I mean? So, I just, that was my little brother, but for some reason he must have some bent up, maybe because I shot the gun over his head. You think maybe? I don't know.
And then we all cool after that?
Yeah, that's my first house. He lived with me 2 more houses after that.
Well, clearly he was okay with it.
Yeah. So I'm like, what the? But then he was saying lies about when he was on the show, like, yeah, I said I was gonna rob this. And he was making it like his job at Roc-A-Fella was bigger than it was. He was an intern that wasn't getting paid.
Well, originally, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But back the times he's talking about, he wasn't getting paid. That's why he had to stay with me. He was actually Christian Neef A&R, like to help Christian Neef. But he would come to Philly and they wouldn't answer their phone sometimes. So he would call me. I said, I got somewhere for you to stay at. You know what I mean? So that's how we even got cool. He had really nothing to do with my situation. You know what I mean?
Okay. So why do you think he answered it the way he answered it?
Because I'm popping and I'm in an algorithm, I think. And he wanted me to say something back. That's all I could think of, because I can't think of nothing else. Or maybe sometimes people just don't like you. I don't know, but he got the right person, because I love a good controversy. You know, I beef with that. That's what I do for a living. So, but I said every time when he did your interview, I called him.
Okay.
As soon as I saw it, I called him.
And what happened?
He said, no, I wasn't. I said, bro, actually I got a video of me arguing with him, because I'm like, why are you lying on these interviews saying something I didn't say? I didn't. So we went back and forth. I forgave him maybe after that. But then he had this streaming service, the streaming thing. He listened to people's music. And a guy from Orlando was like, yo, I'm getting Oschino on this song. And he went on a rant. He's 50 years old. He beefed with everybody on the planet. Why would you get him on this song? I said, bro, you want to mess with my money too? And after that, I said, all right, now that's enough. Like that was the last straw for me. I said, bro, you're a hater. You know what I'm saying? So, mind you, Wayno, you said, first of all, I'm 47, Wayno. You're 44. You're 3 years younger than me. The only reason you want to say I'm so much older than you, because I took care of you like I was your father. When I was 24, you was 21, I had to take care of you like I was your father, because you had no money. You know what I'm saying? So, Roc-A-Fella wasn't paying interns, like, they wasn't paying people.
Yeah, he was getting like, what, $100 a week or something?
Yeah, it was $100 a week. And mind you, live in New York.
Yeah.
$100 in New York is like really $10 everywhere else.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I found out that projects in Harlem was $1,500 a month back then, I couldn't believe it. Mind you, you could have got a nice house for $1,500 in Philly at the time.
Right.
I said, so I said, oh yeah. Then I read this article saying the FBI agents in New York had to get paid more than other FBI agents, because the price of living in New York was so high that they were scared that FBI agents in New York was gonna give up secret information.
Well, you said that Wayno is a hater.
Yes,
he's not your little brother anymore.
No.
And you hate him for life.
Yes.
Come on, man. You hate him for life?
But
Isn't that serious?
Vlad,
Over
listen,
some words?
Vlad, if Donald Trump is my president, right?
Okay.
Right? He do whatever he want. It's America. You got rights to do that. It's your right to hate somebody for life if you want to. Because my thing is this, you don't have to drink the whole ocean and know that the water is salty. Kill, you like that, don't you? You like that saying?
Drain the whole ocean.
You don't have to drink the whole ocean. And if you drink one cup of the ocean water, you know it's salty. You don't need to drink the whole ocean. So my thing is this, if I got you around mind you, Wayno never did nothing for me. I could actually put money out my pockets to give to him. And once you're hating on me, I don't like you, because now you play with, now if you're my enemy, be my enemy. But when I got you right here as my friend and you cross me, I just don't, all right, go over there. Now when I say hate him, it's not like, oh, I want something to happen to him. I just don't like you. When you come around me, I don't like you. I'm gonna talk bad to you. You're not gonna be around me. I wish you would have answered the phone so I could have told him that.
Well, I think you talked about the whole Dave East situation, that he owes him $100K or something like that.
I said, so he telling me Dave East owed him $109,000. I said, so why you not saying nothing bad about Dave East? Somebody owe me $109,000. I need my money. You know what I'm saying? So he was telling me, like, you mean, well, he went on a rant saying, well, I said that you in confidence. You talked about Freeway. I said, bro, I talk about Freeway everywhere. To Freeway, I talk about him. Like, I don't talk about people behind their backs. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why I said, for some reason, he had some hate against me. I don't know what it was, because me and him never had a problem our whole life. Besides me shooting a gun over his head, but back, like, 23 years ago.
Like, the fact that you just gloss over that part is so funny to me.
But listen, Vlad, this is what I think, Vlad. See, it's different kind of men. Like, a lot of guys that been, for me, I've been in prison a lot of years, right? So when I wake up in the morning, I take a shower, I put my socks on, and sometimes my sneakers. But I never walk around really barefoot, right? And that's cool. People walk around barefoot. That's their thing, right? But when I see a man on my couch with his feet on my pillows, on my, you know, your couch, you got the pillows on it, and your toes is wiggling on my pillows, and you're snoring, and I just come from the club. For some reason, it bothered me the wrong way. So I was like, let me wake him up and be funny about waking him up. You know what I mean? But he even admitted it. He said, yeah, I did have my toes on this pillow. You're too comfortable at my house.
I guess, man. But do you sleep with your socks on?
Yes.
Really? I do not. I never, unless it's freezing cold and my heater doesn't work.
Which was so crazy. My girl said, she said, can I see your feet? I had to show her my feet. I'm sure nothing wrong with them. She's like,
some sort of fungus on there, so trying to hide it.
my daughter Yuri asked me that before. She said, Dad, I never saw your feet before. She was about 7. She want to see my foot? Like, is that serious? Well, when I get out the shower, because in prison when you get out the shower, you get dressed right away. Like you get dressed because you know you might got to fight or might. I mean, and I think it just stay with you. When you do something every day, it becomes repetition. And I think you do it without thinking. Like it's not something I think about. When I go in the bathroom, I have my socks, t-shirt, and drawers on the toilet, folded. I mean, so I put my lotion and shit on in the joint, and I put all my shit on. Like I just don't. So when I see a person with his toes wiggling on my couch cushions, barefoot, I would never be on your couch with my feet out.
Here we go. I got $1 million idea for you. Ready? You ready for this?
What is it?
OnlyFans, Oschino's feet. You do a feet only OnlyFans where you finally show your feet.
My anxiety would be so crazy.
Like $9.99 a month.
Listen, no. If I go to a beach, I don't have no socks on nothing. No, that's it.
What happens when you take a shower?
When I take a shower, as soon as I get out of the shower, I dry off.
Put your socks back.
Yes, lotion, socks. I thought everybody did that until I found out recently that everybody don't do that.
Well, look, in my house, if it's not carpet, I'll wear like slides. But I'm never wearing socks. In my house, never. Never, ever.
Never.
No. I mean, if company comes over, yeah. But I'm saying like me around my kids, no, I'm not wearing socks.
My kids never saw my feet.
Wow. That's what I'm saying, OnlyFans.
But you know what's crazy?
Your kids might subscribe to it. But you see their dad's feet for the first time.
But the crazy part about this, when you wear socks your whole life, your feet be in good shape.
That's what I'm saying. You probably got some pristine feet. No diddy. They probably like porcelain and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, museum quality feet here.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, if you start an OnlyFans, man, I want a piece.
Oh my God. That'd be so crazy because people are so crazy, they probably would go on there to see.
Right. Well, speaking of Roc-A-Fella and Roc Nation, I had made a tweet a few weeks ago.
I know, I texted you.
You know about this. Yeah. And the world went crazy.
They did. I just text you.
Yeah.
I said, what the hell?
Yeah, it was like, I think like 15 million views.
Crazy.
Every blog picked it up.
Everywhere.
Everyone I know called me. When you first read it, did you think I was trolling or did you think I was serious?
I wasn't sure, that's why I called you.
You weren't sure?
You know what? Because you got to understand, you got a big voice.
Yeah.
You got a big voice and you got a big platform. But I don't, like, remember I asked you, you probably remember this when you was beefing with the Wayno brother. I said, I think was you trolling? He's like, yeah, I was trolling. Like, so I said, sometimes Vlad might just troll. I got to ask him before I ain't want to go talking about it before I found out if it was true or not. You know what I mean? But the whole world, people made videos talking about, I knew this was true. And
oh, yeah. Now it became a whole thing. Life of its own, one tweet. But I'm saying, like, reading through it, I said, Jay-Z paid off the judge by doing a verse for his grandson.
But it don't sound,
that doesn't sound insane.
You know why it don't? It don't sound the same. Donald Trump was our president. What's more insane than that?
Yeah, but along with that, Jay paid off all the jury members, the cops, the doctor who examined Megan. He's been paying me off. He paid the guy to stab Tory.
But think about this,
He paid the guy to stab Tory.
It don't seem far-fetched. It
doesn't seem far-fetched.
Epstein.
Jay is not Epstein.
But they say he's in the files.
Marilyn Monroe is in those files. Elvis. Elvis is actually in those files.
But he's dead, though. But he's dead.
And he was in the files. He died when Epstein was like 5 years old.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so they're not going to think about him. But they think anybody's in the files, which is Jay-Z is in the files. I don't know what he's in the file doing.
It's just accusations. It's just dumb accusations.
But I'm saying, you don't think that the things that Epstein did is so wild that it makes anything seem possible?
I don't think what Epstein pulled off is really just so unbelievably shocking.
Really?
The only really shocking part to me, I mean, look, dudes is pedophiles,
Yes,
right? Nicki Minaj's brother is a pedophile.
Oh, Nicki Minaj.
Right? People like to say, oh, it's these Jew pedophiles, Satanists.
No, they don't just say
black pedophiles, lots of Asian pedophiles.
They don't say Jew, they say white old heads.
Okay, listen, I don't know about that, man. There's pedophiles everywhere. There's young and old pedophiles.
But listen, it's this
pedophilia has been part of human civilization, unfortunately, since the dawn of time. That's why there's laws against it. And those laws are generally worldwide. You know, now the ages sometimes differ,
different
depending
states,
on the country,
countries,
the state, whatever, but pedophilia has been a problem in human civilization forever.
But when you look at Epstein files, the way, okay, so usually a person that's a pedophile, person that's like messing with kids, he might gotta spend a while trying to pedophile a kid, he gotta go through the grooming and all that. He just had a plethora of people everywhere flying them in the scale of it was disturbing.
No, the scale, I think the crazy part to me was the level of high profile people
that was involved.
I don't think they were involved. I think that this guy was like a billionaire. And like, for example, like, you know, Bill Gates said that he spoke to him originally about donations and that type of thing. That's something that Bill Gates does. He's giving away like billions of dollars. I don't think Bill Gates was fucking little kids. Now, was he fucking girls and shit like that? Yeah, I think so.
What about Woody Allen?
Well, Woody Allen wasn't with Epstein.
Woody Allen was with Epstein.
Was he?
Yes, at this house. Look at Woody Allen was his main man in the house all the time.
I'm not saying it's not true. I just haven't heard it.
They were friends.
Bad friends.
Oh, they were friends?
Yes.
Oh, okay, you're right. Okay, Woody Allen.
So did he marry
his stepdaughter?
Yes, I'm saying,
you know
so
what I
like,
mean? That's kind of nasty also, right? Well, not kind of nasty.
It's very nasty.
It is nasty. It is nasty, yeah.
Yeah, like, so, I mean, like, so people...
Listen, I interviewed Elon Musk's dad, who has 2 kids with his stepdaughter, who he raised since she was like 3. And there's like something like a 40-year age gap between them. Well, and a lot of people, they have a problem with this because when she was 4 years old, you were her stepfather, and then you go on to have children with her.
Well, yes, you know, I was her stepfather, but she had 3 stepfathers afterwards. You know, so I was a one-time stepfather. She had 3 stepfathers subsequently. So, you know, I'm not the current. But I mean, you know, all I say is show me the rules. I'd like to see the rules. Please show me the rules. I want to see the rules for love and war. And then if you show me, then I'll apologize. If you can't show me the rules, then don't talk to me.
That's what I'm saying. To me, it's very disturbing, right? But me personally, I don't care personally because I really had nothing to do with that type of world. But when I seen that the people that was doing it, that's, you know, these people were shakers and movers in the whole world. Like,
oh, yeah, I get it. That to me was the shocking part. The fact that someone is messing with underage girls, it's sad, it's fucked up, but it wasn't. This happens all over the world with every type of person, you know, every race.
But they can't do it to that scale, though.
Well, he had his own island.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but like, for example, like, I don't think Chris Tucker is a pedophile. I don't think Chris Tucker was going along with this shit.
I mean, if you ask me,
you think he was?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know.
Because why do you do this? I'm not. That means they trust you to be around it.
Well, I don't know. Like, how do I put it like this? Have you been to Diddy parties?
No.
I have. Multiple Diddy parties. Was I invited to the after party? No. I was there with the hundreds of other people.
They probably didn't because they know you got a platform.
No, it wasn't. I didn't even have a big platform back then. I'm just saying that you got different levels to this shit, right? Just because you're in the main party doesn't mean he's going to take you to the underage girls afterwards. But going to Diddy party and
flying to an island is 2 different things.
Yeah, but it's a big island, right?
I mean, you got to fly over water. Driving to a Diddy party and flying to an island is 2 different things.
Look, here's the thing about...
Why Ellen DeGeneres leave America?
I think it was over Trump, right?
No, you see, did you notice the back of her stage, the thing is Epstein Island?
No.
Yes.
Wait, you said that?
You can look at the backdrop of her show. It's Epstein Island, the blue and white building.
Hold on, let me look this up. This is actually interesting.
like
his backdrop.
Who leaves America? America's the best place to live if you got money. Like, who wants to leave America? Like, if you got...
No, that's not true. My man, TK Kirkland, he lives in Paris sometimes.
London not better than America. Oh, it's rainy. I would live in California, but before I would live in London.
Let me look this up. Hold on. No, that's just a rumor, conspiracy theory.
No, you can look at at it.
The idea that Ellen DeGeneres show backdrop looks like Epstein's Island
Did you see it? Let's look at
mostly
this.
comes from internet speculation.
But no, listen, without reading it, just
No
look.
credible evidence.
Listen, did you see the backdrop? Can you just look at the
There's a
backdrop?
blue and white building with palm trees. They're saying it's the same thing.
It's the same.
It's not.
Listen, when I looked at it from my own eyeballs, it's the same building.
It's not backed by facts. It might look similar, but it's not the same thing.
Vlad, can you just look at it? Instead of reading what whoever wrote that, because it might be somebody that's Epstein's friend that wrote that. Listen,
This is ChatGPT. This is not Epstein's friend.
but they choose my own ChatGPT.
No, well, technically, but no, but technically,
So my
but
thing is this: if you look at the building that's on West Island, right, the blue and white building with the gold dome, it's the same building on her backdrop. I just looked at the building and looked at her backdrop. It's the same. I never saw a blue and white building nowhere in my life with stripes, ever. Then she's just like, I'm leaving America. I don't want to be here no more with my 500 million. I'm gonna see what you think about the building that's on her backdrop and the one on Epstein Island. When I looked at it, I said, "Whoa!" It looked like the same trees in front of it. It looked like this. It like somebody took a picture of it and put it on her backdrop. And was
Hold
Ellen
on.
at the island?
I found a. Hold on, I found
Probably
a
was.
post about this.
She like girls too, so.
Hold on. Was it on TikTok? Hold on.
Did you see it?
No, hold on.
ChatGPT gonna lie. Out of pocket. I mean, it's like the exact same building. Like exactly, even with the gold dome on top. Who has a blue and white building with stripes and a gold dome on top? Anywhere.
Hold on. I don't.
Just look at it.
I'm seeing the building.
And then look at the building in her backdrop. It's the same building. Or a copy of it, or the same palm trees that's around here.
No. I see what the problem is. Here's the two things. That's not a building. That's just like a part of her set. This is the building on Epstein's Island. That is just part of her set. It's just blue and white stripes, and then you got like palm trees over here. No, it's not the same thing.
So you say
It's not the same, no.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. With the stripes that's on her set, right?
You got some random palm trees. You go to LA, there's palm trees fucking
I'm
everywhere.
asking, what's those blue and white stripes though? What are they?
It's part of her set. It's
Just
a
random.
wall.
Just random.
It's just a wall. It's just a wall. And look, there's a pillar in between. This right here is not part of this. There's a pillar in between.
And that's what you believe?
That's what I believe. It's not the same thing. Look, this is Epstein's Island right here. Look. Epstein's Island right here. This is the set. There's an actual light bar in between. No, it's not the same thing. It is not the same thing. Now listen, if it was the same thing, I'd say, okay, it's the same thing. In this case, no, it's not.
So she cut the middle of the building off so it don't be exactly the same?
No, look. And here's a wide shot of it. Look, here's the wide shot. Look, that's not a building. It's an actual pillar. You see that? Take a look.
I'm looking at it.
Look, right here. You see?
Maybe
this is the wide shot.
Well, maybe she just was inspired.
This is the wide. I don't know. Okay, so now you're just
I'm
grasping
just saying, maybe
the
she's
strings.
just
You're
inspired.
grasping the strings now.
And on top of that, now that I know what's going on with all these people that's elite people that got all this money doing all these strange things, it made me look at everybody like that. That's just look at them as strange. Like so not particularly Ellen. Because when it comes to a woman being a pedophile, because you see all the teachers that's messing with kids now, going crazy.
That's the thing. Yeah,
little boys don't really care that much. You never go see a little boy like so distraught that his teacher is.
Well, no.
That was a double standard.
Well, I wouldn't want. I have a young son. I would be.
So if your son was 17 and he messed with his teacher, she was 32.
17, I wouldn't really care that much.
What about 15?
15, I'd have a problem.
16. So 15 and 17 is not that. 16.
I wouldn't want my kids to be introduced to sex to someone who is significantly older as teenagers.
But you notice all the teachers that's doing
I
this.
really wouldn't like that. At 17, I wouldn't be happy with it, but if it already happened, I probably wouldn't make a huge deal out of it.
So what about if it was your daughter 17?
Hold on. No, I think even at 17, I'd have a problem with it.
Not me.
No. You know something? No, I'm gonna circle back on that.
Well, if
he was 17 and the teacher was like 30, no, I'd have a problem. I'd file charges against the teacher.
Would you?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, absolutely. Nah, she has no business messing with a high school kid. Nah, fuck that. First I thought about it because I'm like, as a 17-year-old, I had crushes on my teachers, but nah. As a parent, nah.
How would you think your son would feel?
What do you mean?
If mind you, all the teachers that's messing with these kids always like be beautiful teachers. It seems like
No, not always.
Well, a lot of them.
Not always.
Not all, but a lot of them, right? Your son's 17, like, Dad, why are you doing that? Suppose your son came to you and said, Dad, I like her. And I'm calling the police on her, son. I don't care. She's going to jail.
I think that's predatory behavior.
It is.
When you're dealing, if you're a 30-something years old and you're messing with someone at your school, a student at your school who's underage, nah, fuck that. Because that'll turn into a cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like, these kids aren't there permanently. It's not like this is going to be your boyfriend for the next 10 years as they get older. No, he's about to leave, and there's going to be a whole new batch of kids that you're going to prey on. No, I'm not cool with that.
What you think about?
Go find yourself an 18-year-old if you into young boys. Go ahead. I ain't going to have a problem. If my son turns 18 and he says, Dad, I want to be with my 35-year-old teacher, I said, all right, well, that's...
So what about the teacher, right? The teacher that got pregnant by the 14-year-old, right?
Yeah.
They locked her up. She went to jail for all these years. She got out and married him when he was grown.
Okay.
Had more kids by him.
Well, at that point, then they're both at the age of consent, and they can do whatever they want. That's their business.
But you don't think it's a double standard for like?
I think. Listen, obviously, as soman who has a daughter,
Yeah,
I would
daughter,
be
yeah,
way
yeah.
more unbelievably
Yes.
upset if something happened to her by a man that was over 18. Listen, if my kids start having sex as teenagers. I mean, listen, it is what it is. I had sex as a teenager. You probably had sex as a teenager. It is what it is, right? But, if you're having sex with kids your own age, whatever, it is what it is. But that's predatory behavior. I can't even, if something like that happened to my daughter, I'd be unbelievably upset. I'd want to kill somebody. If it happened to my son, I would still be upset. But you're right, not as upset, but I would still call the police. I would still call the police.
And say what?
Statutory rape. My son was a victim of statutory rape.
That's crazy. I never thought about it that way.
Now, granted, let's just say he's 17 and the teacher is 19. Then I'd be like, all right, 2 years, that might not even be statutory rape. Because in certain states, it's like if you're within like 2 years or whatever else, and I think that's okay.
30,
I'm not sure.
30.
30? Nah, fuck that. Nah, I'm cool. Nah, I'm not doing that.
I think if my son was 17 and his teacher was 30 and he said, Dad, I like her, I wouldn't get her locked up. But understand, if I call the cops, they might, first thing they ask me, well, what did you do? Listen, I was at my sister's house, right? This is a true story. I'm at my sister's house taking a shower. I don't know if you do this, but sometimes when you got brand new clothes, you put them on the bed, you put your shirt out, your pants, your sneakers out.
Right.
So I come in, my clothes out, my Prada sneakers gone. I said, what the fuck? Nobody's there. I grabbed my burner out there. I used to keep my burner inside the hamper. Carry my burner, like, I got a towel on. I'm looking under the crib.
Are you wearing socks?
No, I had socks on yet. I was about to put my socks on. But I had just got out the shower. I had a towel on.
You grab the gun or put your socks on first?
Grab the gun first.
Which one? Okay, the gun. All right.
I grabbed the gun first because I was nervous.
Must be that serious if you ain't got your socks on. Okay, I got it.
It was that serious. So I grabbed the gun. I go downstairs. I call my sister, like, yo, I think somebody was in the house. I look, somebody, broad daylight, it's like 2 in the afternoon. Somebody pushed the air conditioner in, came in the crib while I was in the shower, took my sneakers and took like a PlayStation or something from downstairs, right? She said, my sister said, just call the police. I called the police. I got a towel on. They must have in the neighborhood. I called them. They came right there. Don't you know they got me in the handcuffs on the ground with a towel? No socks on. Listen, ask me, where's my eye?
I'm sorry, it's not funny, but it's just,
I said, sir, I'm caught. If I broke a hip, I have clothes on. I got a towel on. That bothers they asked me for my ID. They questioning me. My sister had to come all the way from work to show them that I'm handcuffed for like 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about, now when you're black, you get out of the shower, you get ashy. You know what I mean? So I'm ashy as shit. I'm cursing now, I'm acting like a donkey ass cursing. Like, I called y'all, and that's the last time I ever called the police, and this had to be like 2010. I mean, because when you call the cops, the first thing they're gonna do to you is like, well, what's your name? You got ID. That's the first, I don't care if you could have been a victim or whatever. When you call the police, that's the first thing they ask you. So I can see me calling the cops about my son getting messed with his teacher. Well, what did you do?
Who you messing with? Yeah, listen, I don't know, man. But back to the Jay-Z thing, all of it was made up.
I know.
I really thought that everyone would just laugh at it and see that it's stupid. But unfortunately, I remember, because Iran And I started doing streams, you know, like I did Sneeko stream, I did Academic stream, I jumped on Tony Yayo Uncle Murder show. I did a video talking about it. I made a statement. So I'm like, okay, look, like I'm really trolling. Like I'm just trying to show how
people still ran with it.
And I even said it when I made my statement. I said, I know that a lot of you will think that I'm making this statement because Jay-Z pressured me to make it.
Yeah.
Which he didn't.
Yeah.
Do you know what Roc Nation thought about my tweet?
Funny.
I have no idea. They didn't reach out. They don't care. They know it was stupid. They probably are happy I did it because
keep their name in the algorithm.
Well, yeah, and also I am ridiculing all these stupid conspiracy theories. Like the idea sort of came from, you know, for example, remember after Tory was found guilty, his dad started screaming about Roc Nation and Jay-Z and all that?
Yeah.
And then like all these dumb theories just kept coming out and Tory's own lawyers would push these stupid conspiracy theories. Oh, Tory didn't shoot the gun. Kelsey was shooting. Tory, the lawyers actually said this on camera. Tory hit her arm, the gun fell, and fired twice.
I've seen them on the
No,
lawyers
hold
talking.
on. You and I have handled guns.
Yeah, they can't shoot twice on the ground.
Have you ever dropped a gun
No.
and have it fired twice?
No.
Maybe once.
Most likely it won't shoot at all.
It won't shoot 99.9% of the time. It's not going to shoot at all. You could keep, I bet you if you throw a gun on the ground 100 times.
As long as the trigger don't go, it's not
If the
going to
trigger, even with a hairpin trigger, it probably
yeah.
won't go. These are designed not to shoot randomly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it probably won't shoot once, ever. Shoot twice, and one of them happened to shoot Megan's foot. Like, come on, man. Like it's just dumb.
What they were saying at first was that when he got stabbed by, I guess, the Mexican or the Puerto Rican guy, that he was saying something disrespectful in the visiting room.
The story I heard, and I don't know if it's true, was the dude that stabbed him had a girlfriend and claimed that Tory was like flirting with her.
In the visiting room or something, right?
The visiting room or something like that, right? Yeah. Now, you got to understand, this is a pedophile who's doing life in prison. Getting a girlfriend is not the easiest thing in the world for a guy like this.
Are you a pedophile?
Right? You know, I think about my dating life and how hard it is to find a girl that we both like and we want to build something together. And I'm not in jail doing life in prison as a pedophile.
He was really trying to kill him.
Oh, yeah. So I actually even heard, I think Freeway Ricky told me this, was that he actually went to the black gangs in prison and got permission to stab up Tory. And they said, yeah, go ahead. That's a violation here. Go ahead.
They came and had a meeting with him and told him what happened. And everybody like threw their hands up and said they didn't have nothing to do with it.
Oh, so the guy that stabbed him met with all the shot callers and they all said, okay, go ahead, do what you gotta do.
Yep.
We don't care if it's this guy's a rapper, singer, or whatever.
Right, he violated.
It's a violated, different set of rules. And you're saying the next prison he goes to, there's still a green light on him.
Yep.
For that type of thing. It's that serious.
That's what the guy told me.
Yeah, when I seen the video.
No, that was attempted murder.
Yeah, he tried to kill him.
That wasn't like a message. That was like, oh, let me poke you a couple times to show you what's up. No, that's like, I'm trying to kill you to the best of my ability, and I'm going to keep stabbing you until someone stops me.
My whole thing is this. That's how you know he don't have prison etiquette. Because any person that's been in prison before, no, that's the one thing you never do. Never.
No, I even, like, I heard different versions of the story. Like, someone told me that the girl was flirting with Tory.
It don't matter.
And Tory like told the dude, thinking it was the right thing to do.
No,
it's like, you leave that shit alone.
That's what I'm saying. Like, say me and you in the visiting room.
Yeah.
I don't even care if you a chump or not. That's your visit. I don't even look over there.
Huh.
I mean, I don't even look over there. Not too much. Like, it don't matter because it's just like that's a person only contact to the outside world. You don't play with that.
Yeah.
I mean, so, but you know, he's from Canada. He's never been in prison.
He's never been in prison. He's not a criminal like that.
And plus, he probably paying people off to protect them. Probably that they protect them for everything, but they probably don't.
Not for that.
But I know one thing. He makes some good music, man.
No, he's dope, man. He's dope. And I feel like,
I wish he wasn't.
Well, I stated, like, you know, sorry to interrupt you, but like I stated, you know, when I said, like, yo, I'm trolling. And at the end, I said, listen, like, I do hope that Tory does get an early release. He's already done 2.5 years. The amount of violence inflicted on him is way worse than what Megan got. Yes. So I don't think anyone really have a problem at this point with him getting out early. He's more than, you know, paid his debt to society. He's going to get deported. Like, yo, let the dude just live out the rest of his life. But it's not up to me. But I would always say, you know, before the trial, I was the only person in hip hop media that was saying Tory's going to go to jail. Like, Tory's not going to beat this. His victim is going to take the stand and point the finger at him. He's not going to get around that.
Once you got a victim that's pointing, saying you did it, that's like it's hard to beat that.
That's it. That's
Especially
it.
if they famous, like she's a major person, like so.
The only person that I've seen beat something like that is A$AP Rocky. Shout out to my man Joe Tacopina, his lawyer. And that was like a hell of a defense.
I like A$AP records.
Yeah,
A$AP
and I
Rocky.
think like Rihanna showing up to court probably helped out a lot. I think people liked Rihanna so much they didn't want to see her kid's father go to prison.
There was a guy in prison named Tex. He's from Texas, but he's doing life in Pennsylvania. So I used to sell pictures in jail, right? So
You used to sell pictures?
yeah, pictures, 7
Girls?
pictures. Yeah, Instagram came out while I was in jail. So the Instagram girls pictures.
Yeah.
So he liked Rihanna so much, I wasn't allowed to sell Rihanna pictures to nobody. No, listen, no.
He wanted first dibs.
No. Oh, no. It's not a joke. Serious. Oh, don't sell nobody Rihanna pictures. Like, no. It's like,
We gonna have a problem?
we have a problem.
Like he'll stab you over that shit.
Who knows? I'm really gonna find out. Listen. Listen. Did I have a picture of Rihanna? She had like a see-through shirt on. You could like kind of see like her nipples. He said, "Oh, I don't want nobody to see this picture." I said, "Bro, I got a picture for you, bro." And mind you, he paid me for him, whatever I want for him, right? But when I say he didn't say person, he ever got out of jail. He's coming to wherever Rihanna's at. He's coming there.
Well, you know her house just got shot up.
I saw her. You know why? Cause she's special. She's a special person. Like she like hypnotized you. Like
I've interviewed her before.
yeah,
Actually, at Roc-A-Fella, I don't think I have the footage anymore. They made me put the cap on the camera because she wasn't in makeup, so it was just an audio interview. But
I love Rihanna. Not like I'm just saying. I think she's just she's a good talent. I think her and A$AP Rocky a perfect couple.
yeah, you know, Rihanna's really big in person. Like she's tall and kind of like husky, sort of. You know what I'm saying? They're not husky, but she's like, you know what I mean? Like she's not a frail little skinny girl. Like she's about, you know, in heels, about my height, and she got some weight. So when I first heard like the Chris Brown Rihanna situation, the first thing I thought was like, she was beating the shit out of him. I think and I've talked to people around that situation, and they I think like one of her lawyers was like, yeah, like she was beating him really badly until he finally snapped.
You know, Chris had injuries, but they weren't seen for several days. And it's a confined area. They were fighting in the front, the only part of this rented Lamborghini.
Right.
And, you know, again, just back and forth. Now, according to Chris, she started it and he was defending himself and kept telling her to stop and stop and stop. And I get it.
Yeah,
Now, I'm not saying that's an excuse to retaliate, but at the end of the day, man or woman, you shouldn't be hitting on anybody.
Yeah, no.
And if that happens, you can't really be the entire victim if that person snaps and retaliates.
I think if your girlfriend hits you, you don't have to hit her back.
You're right, you don't.
You can like, all right, just stop. You can grab her hands. Once you start punching her in the face,
No, you should never punch, but you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody should put their hands on anybody. And at the point that you do, you really don't know what the next step is going to be.
you know.
It becomes a big question mark.
Yeah.
Man, woman, child, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if your 17-year-old son starts punching you in the face and you snap and end up hitting him back, like, that's not something you should do. But at some point, like, a human survival instinct kicks in.
But when Chris Brown was doing that, I'm pretty sure, I forgot, it was a long time ago, and he was very, very young.
Yeah, they were like teenagers, like 19 to the time.
And I know Jay-Z was trying to like hold Chris Brown from doing a lot of things. Like he was like really taking it personal. He was taking it so personal, it made me feel like he wanted, like that was his girl.
It might have been.
That's what I'm saying, like bro,
It
like
might have been.
Because he was taking it too personal, like bro. I mean, I mean, for me, I like to mind my business with certain things, relationships, but you shouldn't be hitting no girl. Period. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question, right? We're talking about jail for a second. One of the things that came up in a few of my interviews, specifically with Chicago dudes, is something in Chicago called savage life.
What that
You
mean?
familiar with this?
No.
So in Chicago, I haven't heard of this outside Chicago, right? But there's been at least 3 interviews with 3 different people that have either been around it, seen it, or talked to people in prison about it. If you have a problem with someone in prison, right, they would get knocked out, and then they would pull their pants down and spit in their ass.
No, that's an easy fix though.
And then, because there's human material in your anal cavity, whatever, then basically you get registered as being raped. So then you go to the hospital and now you have a rape on your record.
They in Cook County Jail getting savage life.
Phone up.
They getting that savage life. Now,
Real
ask
savage.
who wanna ask which one of you motherfuckers wanna ask for savage life?
What's savage life?
Well, I don't know where this gay shit started from, but this was going on. In Chicago, Cook County Jail, they will knock you the fuck out.
Cold. Knock you out
when you hit
cold.
that ground, you will hear this.
Get that butt!
Motherfucker that gets that. Nah, the nigga that's fighting that beat, get the butt. Motherfucker gone. Pull your pants down. Pull your drawers down. Open up your ass and spin your ass.
And
now
it'll
your
be
ass a bitch. up
6
in here.
people line up
It'll
to
be
come
niggas
spin your ass.
niggas are spinning your ass.
This the
Fool nigga.
thing. Anytime there's bodily fluid in the crevice of your body, they have to call your family. So that's the whole point of them
Boy,
doing it.
niggas can't-
Now they gotta call your people and administer a rape kit on you.
Yeah.
You have to administer a rape kit.
Boy, in
That's
your
the whole
ass a
point.
fucking-
Because they
That's
have
the
to get a rape
point.
kit. So when you call your family and your mama pick up like, man, a rape kit,
He's got
what y'all put
sexually
a rape
assaulted
kit
in
on
this
it?
bitch.
Sexual assault.
I remember this one dude, I think it was it Vanoff? 1700, I think? They said that there was a dude in there that actually had tattoos for every time that he did that to somebody, like on his face.
It was a nigga from the burbs. I think he Y block or cheaper block or some shit. You know, like how in the real world, people say they get tattoos right here for killing people, the teardrops. He had tattoos right here by his lip. He said that's how many asses he spit in. I'm like, on my dead home, I'm like, I gotta go home, folk.
See, that's why the thing about prison is this, right? Once you go in prison, you gotta have the mentality that you might not never get out. Because if that, say even if I was a punk, right? If somebody did that to me, right? Say I don't even know who did it, whatever, I'm gonna kill somebody. You know what I mean? Because when you start killing people and go to the whole whatever, people not gonna do that to you. And it's a terrible thing because you got to stay in it forever. But say you got 10 years and somebody do that to you, now you got 8 years left. You got to be walking around with that hanging over your head. Your time is gonna be terrible anyway. Your life is forfeited. But in Pennsylvania, that don't happen in Pennsylvania. Maybe in the federal system, I don't know, but in the state system, you're not, either you're gonna get raped or you're not.
Like Wayno was here yesterday. He said that in all the years, he did like 10 years, I think. He said that he had never heard of a rape. He said everyone that was having sex in prison was with it.
And I've been in over 10 different prisons, some prisons twice. Anybody I seen get fucked wanted to get fucked.
Well, I only heard one rape. It was very terrible.
Yeah?
Yes, it was next door to me. It was a rape, and the crazy thing
You
about
heard
it. Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard it. Listen, it hurt me more than I thought it would. Like I never heard of rape before. It hurt me real bad. And the older guy that raped the boy, he made him drew long dreadlocks, made him get his clothes tighter, made him work where he work at, made him not go to the yard no more. And when he went to go to the eat lunch, the dinner and stuff, he walked with his finger in his belt loop. Everybody went out, he walked with him in his belt loop.
Like his pet.
Yeah, like mind you, one time I was cleaning my cell floor. He's like asking the guy, the older guy who raped him, like, yo, can I call my mom? It's her birthday. He looked down at the phone line and was like, no, it's too many niggas down there. Call her tomorrow. I said, dang. Like, mind you, he was next door to me. I wasn't even allowed to talk to him. It's almost like you got a girlfriend, like, don't speak to them.
Huh.
So I don't even know his name. He was next door to me for like maybe 18 months.
So they were cellmates.
They were cellmates.
So they were having
Plus the
sex. Were they having sex every night?
First he raped him. He heard him because the guy was bigger than me. I'm like 6'1", 6'2". So the guy that got raped was about 6'3". But the boy that did it about
6'3"?
But the boy that did it like 6'5", like bald head, red glasses, carry the Bible everywhere you go.
Carry the Bible.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. That's the 52 fake out. That's the I'm very religious. Arms like this big, bro. Like he cut his sleeves off his shirts. Like, I mean, so the young boys in there fighting. The first time I heard the sneakers, the sneakers, like playing basketball in there. Do you know what I mean? So, but besides that,
this is a lot right now.
Listen, but besides that, I never. No, my other young boy did get raped up Dallas, but it was like more of a finesse joint. They slipped something in his drink, raped him, and the guy that raped him, he ended up going with him. You know what I'm saying? He started messing with him you know what I mean? So, but besides that, I never really heard like somebody just taking it. That's more like the 1970s.
Well, you talked about someone taking it. Right?
I'm saying it's not normal.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. The guy that got raped, why didn't he just go to the guards or the warden?
But I mean, you can go to this was the guy. This is what they would say. First of all, you telling. That's first of all.
Shit.
Second of all,
I'd rather be a snitch.
Second of all, they're gonna
than a rape victim.
I'm gonna say.
Hold on. This needs some silence. I would rather be a snitch than a rape victim in prison.
Listen, they're gonna say the guy gonna say we was in a relationship. The jail I was at was called the Pink Palace. It's the gayest prison in Pennsylvania.
The gayest prison in Pennsylvania.
It's really called Dallas State Prison.
Okay.
They call it the Pink Palace because it's got so much gay and so much. Mind you, in this prison, this is how this prison go. Each block got about 300 some people on it. 2 guards. They stay in the booth. They had nothing to do with the everyday workings of the jail. So say you my friend, you come to the Dallas. I'm on the block. I can say, oh Vlad, come on, we ain't selling now. We can move in here. The inmates run everything. It's 1 shower a day. It's not single stalls. So everybody down, there's people down there naked. It's like in the basement. It's the jail is like is one man for you for yourself. Once you get in that jail, don't worry about the guards. It's you and inmates. It ain't. I mean, so if you're not from like North Philly or South Philly or what, if you're from like a small town somewhere outskirts, something can happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of racist. Like when you see white boys in there that's living good, they real tough. They tough. Like they white boys that they proven. You know what I mean? Because it's real geographical. It's real like, you know what I'm saying? Mine was just the first jail I ever went to, and I was nervous when I first went in there. Like, oh shit, this look kind of crazy right here. You know what I mean? It's like that. So, I mean, but besides that, I never heard of nobody getting raped or nobody getting taken, nothing from ever to that jail right there.
I'm sorry you had to hear that shit. Cause I'm sure you still can visualize that shit in your head
crazy
right now.
Bro? I never thought about it. So until it happened, I was like, so I ended up in commissary, you could buy these big ass headphones. You can hook it to your TV. So every day I did that shit. I bought the big ass headphones.
You don't want to hear that shit.
No, cause the thing is, it really is alarming.
Yeah.
It's alarming.
Well, speaking of jail, Boosie started this whole conversation recently about rappers that have never been in PC. Mm-hmm. You heard about this?
No, I know. It was a TikTok thing where you ask your dad or your uncle, have they ever been in PC?
Right. Well, he listed. Well, I mean, the whole thing started with an argument between him and Kodak Black. Mm-hmm. These arguments have been going on forever.
I see this argument about him saying he had a movie or something he did, and he was acting like he was a snitch. Yeah.
So forth. Yeah. So I guess Kodak Black was in PC when he was locked up, and Boosie basically said he was never in PC, and he put up a list of rappers that have never been in PC. Young Thug, NBA Youngboy, T.I., Pooh Shiesty, C Murder, Suge Knight, BG, Gucci Mane, Lil Reese, Tony Yayo, and Wayno.
I've never been to PC ever.
Okay. You're not on that list, but you should be on that list.
Yeah, I'm not going to PC.
But it started a whole argument, and to me...
Why was Kodak Black on PC?
Well, there's voluntary and involuntary PC, right?
Yeah, but you could... They can make you go on PC. They can.
Yeah.
But you could fight, like, yo, I don't want to be on PC. I'm cool here. Like, I mean...
You could fight, but at the end of the day, no prison wants to be responsible for one of their inmates getting killed in the yard. Especially a high-profile inmate.
Black. Yeah.
Imagine if Kodak Black got stabbed to death. That warden would lose his job. Am I right?
Maybe not.
If Kodak Black got stabbed to death, a multi-platinum artist got stabbed to death in the middle of a prison yard, that warden would have a lot of problems on his hands.
You get stabbed to death in PC, though.
Yeah, because what's his name was in PC, right?
Yeah, PC don't.
Tory Lanez.
Yeah, PC.
But there's a lot less chance of that happening, right?
Fred, you gotta understand, when you go on PC, let me tell you what PC is. I can't speak for all prisons. PC is the place where like all the snitches at, the pedophiles at, the worst. They the worst of the worst. They scared, but they the worst of the worst. So PC is a place that you
right, but it's not like the killers and the ultra-violent people,
but it's people that's killers that's on PC.
No, I mean, I understand that. I mean, the dude that stabbed Tory Lanez killed his underage girlfriend.
Yeah, PC killers. Yeah. You see what happened to Tory Lanez from somebody that's on PC?
That's what I'm saying. The Tory Lanez situation, the dude that stabbed him was in PC.
But then this again, though, Vlad, you can't do your time in PC good. Like, you can't be with the other. Listen, think about jail. You want time to go by fast. It's possible. Like if you're a PC, you locked in. You segregated. You're not around all the people that's in the jail to be able to make moves. So PC is a hard time. It make your time very much harder. But I don't take Kodak Black as a person being scared to be on PC.
Look, I think the funniest comment in all this was Carlos Miller, the comedian. He said, "It's 2026 and dudes is arguing about what part of the prison they stayed in."
But guess what? The person who said that probably never was in prison before.
Well, Boosie said it.
About what? Boosie said about what? It's 2026 arguing about that?
Well, no. I mean, Carlos, I don't know if Carlos has been in prison.
Somebody who done more in prison, they probably would say that.
Okay, fair enough.
Because going to PCs, if you're a gangster, you call yourself a gangster, it's a big blow. Like, you was in PC, well, you just scared? You know what I mean? So like, so a person that never been in prison, I understand what they take on it too, but like, sometimes you gotta mind your business. It's almost like me talking about somebody gay, or y'all talking about some pink clothes, whatever. They gay, they got their own thing going on. I don't have the critique to talk about it because I don't. I mean, so. It do make sense not to care about if somebody on PC or not, but you can't be around talking all this gangster shit if you was on PC.
True. I mean, Carlos Miller is not a gangster. He's
a
a comedian, right? He's a great one at that. But yeah,
I understand exactly what he's saying, but I don't take Kodak Black as being. I just don't take him as being scared to be on PC. I mean, what you call him on PC? They ended up putting him on the list.
Wait, who?
The guy from New York. The Bobby Smyrna. Bobby Smyrna.
Oh, Bobby Smyrna? No, I don't think he was in PC.
I like Bobby Smyrna.
Yeah.
I don't think he was on PC.
Shout out to Bobby. He's a regular on my show. But no, I don't think he was in PC.
That's what I'm saying. So like a lot of people
now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Casanova was in PC. Yeah, man, listen. If I go to prison, I'm going to PC. Fuck that shit. I'm not trying to thug it out with everyone else in the general population.
If you went to prison, bro.
Yeah, if I went to prison, what do you happen?
You wouldn't have to be on PC.
No?
No, everybody want to talk to you about all the people interviewing and can they get on your show and you would be famous in prison, bro. Listen. As soon as you walk into prison, well, I know in Pennsylvania, they be like, oh shit, Vlad is in here? You understand, if you are somebody that's known, like Puff Daddy don't gotta be in PC.
Huh.
You know why? He's Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy can say, listen, when I get out, I got you. And he can really got you if he want to. You know what I'm saying? That's a different kind of power in prison. You know what I'm saying? So if Vlad come in like, well, don't worry about it, I got you. Whether you do it or not, is the chance that you might do it, we're gonna protect Vlad.
Yeah, if I show up in a Philly jail, I'm calling you. I'm gonna be like, listen, I need you to tell me who I need to pay. I need a whole protection crew around me. Yeah. I'm not trying to wind up like that dude in the cell next to you.
But see, that's upstate. See, county jail different than upstate. Upstate, people, Pennsylvania had the most juveniles doing life than anywhere in the world. So a lot of guys in Pennsylvania been in prison since they was 15, 16 years old. That's 70, 65. And it was a guy in 1952. They just let him out 3 years ago. He's the longest serving juvenile inmate in the country.
I don't know if you heard about this one dude, Booty Warrior, Fleece Johnson.
Yeah. Mind you, I remember seeing him on NBC.
Yeah.
When he was younger,
right.
Talking about raping people.
Yeah, exactly. And then he ended up, as a Boondocks
character. He'd be on a podcast. And,
right, well, I was supposed to interview him, but then once I did the research and I saw that he really was like a rapist, I said, yeah, I'm cool.
He really makes fun of it. He's diabolical.
Man, listen, he said number one, the first time he came was inside of a dude, right?
He's diabolical.
And he said that he thought he got the dude pregnant.
Yeah, see, I just don't like him, bro.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
I don't like him.
He actually threatened to rape me.
But I ain't gonna lie, he do say some stuff that be funny sometimes, but I just don't like him.
Nah,
I don't like what he stands for.
I'm not gonna give a gay rapist a platform, really any rapist to focus on the rape.
The only thing I do respect about it, that's not even respect, is just think that he's not saying that just now, because I saw him on MSNBC when he's in prison. Yeah. He was talking like that then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He was talking like that in there. Why you say that about a prison? No.
See, the thing is though, people like him, what I learned from just talking to a lot of people is that there's a lot of dudes who get locked up young and they've never had sex with a woman.
I know.
They're virgins coming into the prison system.
I know a couple people like that.
So they lose their virginity to men.
But I know a lot of people,
or whatever you call that,
But I know people that went to prison as juveniles that never had sex with nobody. Period. Because sometimes if you're not gay, you're just not gay. You can't just listen. You don't become gay because you ain't had sex in a long time.
I agree.
If you had sex with a man, you'd been like, man, you just didn't have the right situation to mess with a man. Because it's people that have been in jail 50, 40 years and never messed with a man. Like go in your cell and think of Rihanna or think of a girl or think of somebody and take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't, like for me, in prison, I used to have, what's it, K. Slay? I used to have his books.
Yeah, Straight Stunting.
Straight Stunting, yeah. Straight Stunting in jail.
Rest in peace to K. Slay, by the way.
I was on his show too. So Straight Stunting was like the Bible, then it's K. Slay book. The Bible, Quran,
well, no, he actually made those magazines. I remember I had a conversation with him about this. He specifically made those magazines for the prisons.
Yes.
That's why they were so thick.
Yes.
Because you could sell every page.
Yo, listen, people don't even let you hold it. Listen, they let you see it. You cannot touch it.
No, too close.
And sometimes the pages be stuck together.
Yeah, of course they are.
Straight Stunting magazine in prison was a major situation. You know what I mean? So
listen, I remember one of the craziest interviews I had. Oh, this was so long ago. This was probably like 12, 13 years ago. I interviewed the porn star Pinky.
Yeah, Pinky. She got a little fatter now.
Oh, more than a little. She's more like thumb these days.
She was
the whole foot.
She was popping very bad for a minute.
Oh, she was super bad back in the day.
Super popping, super bad, yeah.
I actually knew her before she started doing porn. She was a stripper in San Francisco.
She said a guy made her start, a boyfriend or something started doing this.
Probably, yeah, probably. But she talked about how her dad had been locked up, like I guess like her whole life. And I guess they had a conversation about how he would get, you know, porn videos in prison and you'd have to like fast forward her parts.
And my father has been in prison since, I think like 17 when he went back to prison. And like, he's a big fan of Cherokee. Shout out to Cherokee Diaz, XXX.com. And this is so sad, but you know, if you're in jail, whatever you can get your hands on, you get your hands on, you know? So the fact that I'm in the same orgy or the same movie as other people he say then you just fast forward and just go to somebody else or just skip the scenes, you know? Wow. So that's embarrassing that my father see me fuck it on film, you know, but it is what it is, you know?
That's and she used to do some things like I remember I watched one of her porns before and she did something so nasty. It's like, it was too much for me. I said, I can't. She used to take it too far.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, very, very, very far. But she was a beautiful girl. You would never think she had to do that. It seemed like she would have a man that would love her and just...
No, well, she started out as a stripper, like early on. And not just a regular stripper that was doing other shit. Like
I see she be exercising and stuff now. I be seeing like...
Oh, is she? I haven't seen her in years.
No, yeah. she like exercising. I guess
she's a cool girl, man. Like I'm kind of cracking jokes a little bit, but you know, me and her actually like, I've known her since like literally before the porn days.
So listen, last time me and you talked, right? We was talking about who we think is the most beautiful industry person, whatever. You said Beyonce.
Yeah,
I said Cash Doll, right?
Okay.
I think Cash Doll even starting to look even better now, more. So I wanted, did you see the recent?
Yeah, I've seen her recently. Pretty girl. I'll still take Beyonce.
Over Cash Doll still?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I think you only saying that because I think you're saying that because Beyonce more famous.
No.
You really just think she's just...
I can show you some Instagram girls that I think look better than Beyonce. So, you know, no, it's not that.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Maybe I'm just a Cash Doll out. Maybe.
That's cool, man. Cash Doll's a very pretty girl. This is not me downplaying Cash Doll. I've interviewed her, I think 2 times. Very pretty girl, you know, great rapper, all that.
Maybe it's people they type.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So I meant to ask you that, like, because I saw her, like, her birthday was the other day, she had like wings on and this white bikini. I was like, I wonder if Vlad see these pictures.
Pretty girl, man. But if you made me choose, sorry, Jay. I'm sorry.
I'm going Cash every time. Cash every time.
I would say Beyonce, but I've been standing next to Beyonce, you know, in person, you know, backstage at Alicia Keys' concert, and I've interviewed Cash Doll, so I've been in proximity of both of them. I'll pick Beyonce.
I've never seen Cash Doll in real life, but I've seen Beyonce in real life a couple times.
Well, you said that R. Kelly should have only gotten 7 years.
Yeah, no more than 10.
I wouldn't disagree with this.
That's too long to be. He been in prison. How long he been in prison now?
Ooh, let me see.
Years.
Yeah.
It's all his hair gray now.
Yeah. You see a picture of him recently?
Yes, he's all gray.
Yeah.
I think he's too much of a. Not saying your talent should to overthrow your crime, but I mean he got a lot to offer the world as far as music and far as I think doing, especially looking at the Epstein stuff. That's
7 years, almost 7 years.
That's a long time.
So you're saying right now you should let him out?
The most he should do is 3 more years. The most. If it was up to me. Because mind you, everybody who might have said that he did something too that was a juvenile, they definitely adults now. I mean, and most people that he got in trouble for, I think, was adults.
Yeah, I mean, he got 31 years.
That's insane. It's people that killed people that didn't get 31 years.
Yeah. I think that with him, like the documentary is what buried him.
They made an example out of him.
Yeah, they made an example out of him. The documentary buried him.
They took his money.
And they took everything, yeah.
Like you took his money, you took his legacy, you took his freedom. I think he should get a pardon.
I don't think anyone's going to pardon him.
I mean,
I don't think anyone's going to pardon him.
I mean, it's just like Trump and them. I mean, what's the difference?
Well, because it's not federal.
I'm saying Trump.
I believe he was sentenced in the state, and I think the federal case.
So
I think they dropped the federal case because the state case was already sentenced for so long. They just said, "Fuck it."
So you in a state sentence, you can't get pardoned. I think you can still get
the governor.
But governor, not the president.
Yeah, but the governor is not going to pardon R. Kelly. He would lose the next election. It's too much. Yeah, too much of a hot button.
Maybe a governor that's leaving office that's not trying to
get
reelected.
Maybe that. Yeah, maybe that.
They're like, I believe I can fly.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Like,
everybody sung that in school. Or
who is, like, I mean, think about it, right? Name one living artist more talented than R. Kelly.
Nobody.
The only one that I've heard a really good argument for,
Michael Jackson.
I would still say R. Kelly, Stevie Wonder.
But R. Kelly.
I would still say R. Kelly.
It's close. It's close.
I would still say
but
R.
Kelly. He do it more easy.
Yeah, he's effortless with it.
Yeah, he wrote too many songs for too many people.
He was writing for Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, the only person I think could beat him. He wrote stuff for Michael Jackson.
No, I'm talking about living people.
Yeah. Nobody.
Yeah, Prince is gone.
Yeah,
you can say Prince, but no, Prince is gone.
Nobody. Not even close.
Yeah.
It's like not even close.
Yeah, like Chris Brown, no.
No, he danced better, that's it.
Oh, he definitely danced better, but yeah. But singing-wise, songwriting-wise, Whitney's gone.
But I don't think Whitney writes better songs than...
Well, no, Whitney's not a writer, but I'm saying like the vocal tone and everything, that's...
He sounds just like the radio when he say it in person.
Oh, yeah.
Mind you, did you see him on Joe singing Happy Birthday to people for money?
Oh, yeah.
$50, $100? That's just, come on, that's just like, come on. They took all his money from his music, whereas though he couldn't even have money on his books in jail.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes. They doing him. He probably looking at Epstein like, look at this. These boys do way more than I ever did, and they're not even in jail.
What do you mean?
Like the people that's in the Epstein files. A lot of people that's in the Epstein files.
Well, I mean, they just arrested Prince Andrew.
Yeah, he should have been arrested.
Yeah, so.
But that's on the UK. American people, everybody saying America on there is like,
yeah.
America like
well,
that.
But they technically didn't have anyone, like no one really accused Clinton of doing anything, Bill Gates of doing anything.
Trump, though.
Trump, yes. That's the president.
He's the president.
We've seen him go to trial a few times. What happened? Convicted of all these felonies, nothing. Re-elected the president.
When you see Trump talking, is it disturbing? To me, it's disturbing that he's the president. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, look, now he's talking about taking Cuba.
Greenland?
Greenland, yeah, no, but he's really talking about taking Cuba. Like at this point, Cuba, I don't know if you follow this or not, but Cuba has a total electric blackout for like the last 10 days. It's the longest electric blackout in the history of the island because they stopped sending oil to the country. So now they don't have enough power to even turn on like the street lamps.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the whole island is blacked out.
What do you want Cuba? What do we want Cuba for?
I think he just wants Cuba, like to be like
a
colony.
Maybe he just wake up in the morning and just say, let me just.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Cuba has always been at odds with America ever since Castro took over,
Castro,
right?
No,
Remember, the whole Bay of Pigs,
that
there was the missile crisis.
When Russia had their missiles
Russia
there.
put nuclear missiles in Cuba, which is like right off the shore
that was in the 60s.
of Florida. Yeah, but it's the same administration is still in there, right? Because Castro's brother took over after Castro died.
Yeah.
So it's still the same crew.
But they already don't really, you see, when you go to Cuba, they all drive 1957 Chevys.
Yeah, I know. It's a mess.
Who want Cuba? Like, they got cigars, that's it. Like,
yeah, that's it.
Like, I think Donald Trump wake up and freestyle. When he made the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America, like, for no apparent reason.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He said, let me just take Greenland.
Yeah.
Like I said, bro.
It didn't happen, though.
I mean, but him talking about it and happening is not too far-fetched. Like, let's go bomb Iran. Let's just.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm not against the bombing of Iran. I'm fine with it. Fuck Iran.
I mean, my thing is this.
Fuck these motherfuckers that have been really, and I know people will get mad at me in the comments.
Most America's they're not going to agree with that because we're like, why is you, if like you're only bombing Iran because of Israel. That's how they feel like. Israel bombing, Israel run America.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They run all the, they got all the money for all the politicians. And it's crazy because before that, I never even thought about Israel. I never even paid Israel no mind. I think with the Palestinian-Israel war, it's like, you've seen it, and I just, my whole thing was I don't care about the politicians.
It's the Hamas-Israel war. It's not the Palestinian-Israel war.
Well, they're killing all the Palestinians.
I mean, unfortunately, this is what happened, and I don't agree with the way that Israel dealt with it, but at the end of the day, right, think about it like this, right? Let's just say a group of Native Americans, right? A group of Native Americans attacked Coachella, killed 500 people, and then kidnapped another 500. What do you think America will do
well, my thing is this,
to this reservation?
If Coachella wasn't supposed to be there in the first place.
Okay. What do you mean by it wasn't supposed to be there? In the first place?
If this, let's like, all right, say this is my neighborhood. This is my neighborhood. I've been here for 1,000 years. This is my neighborhood. You come to my neighborhood and I attack you for being in my neighborhood. You shouldn't even been in my neighborhood in the first place.
That's not really what happened. What happened? Number one, the Jews have been in Israel for thousands of years.
Not these Jews that's there now.
No, but it's to say the Jews are the Jews.
They're from Europe.
Right. No, they're from all over. There's European Jews, there's African Jews, there's Sephardic, and Ashkenazi Jews.
Why is it illegal to get DNA testing and to see if you're
It's not that it's illegal, but there's some shit, some gray area shit that they talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I think that, trying to prove you're Jewish is a little bit tricky.
Why?
Because it's like a religion and a race at the same time.
Yeah, but you take your DNA test and you just straight from Europe, you Iceland and Sweden and all that.
But it doesn't prove that you are or are not Jewish.
I mean, you know what I'm saying, but
like for example, I did a DNA test and I have a whole bunch of Middle Eastern blood in my DNA, Bedouin blood, which pretty much proves that I am Jewish, right? Because that's where the Jews came from, the Middle East.
But this is how the world
looks
at
me. Do I look Middle Eastern?
Like a white person.
That's what I'm saying. But I have Middle Eastern DNA. But a lot of it.
The way the world looking at it is this: but they see all the kids dying and people dying, and and the stuff they're doing to people in Palestine. Even if you're not a person that's into politics, you just see it and you see the images of it. It's disturbing to anybody that got children and anybody that because at the end of the day, even this thing they just did in Iran, they bombed the school with all those girls in it, right?
That was fucked up.
I seen the dad holding his daughter's arm.
Yeah.
And once you see that, it's like you forget about the politics of it and all. It's like it's they little girls.
But look what happened, right? Like the problem is that okay? Like for example, everyone likes to say the term Zionist is like an evil term. You know what Zionist means?
It's about and Zionist is like the people that say they Jewish, right?
Zionist, the concept of Zionism means that the Jews should have a homeland and Israel should exist. If you're anti-Zionist, it means that you don't think Israel should exist.
Okay.
As someone who's been to Israel multiple times, I'm going to tell you, and this is like a lot of the,
But you're Jewish, so everybody's going to say you biased to the situation.
Okay, fine, so I'm biased. That's cool. Yeah, I'm giving you my biased opinion, right? These are all opinions at the end of the day. There's not real facts here, right? But at the end of the day, Zionist means that Israel should exist. The problem is that when you're dealing with groups like Hamas, they don't feel that Israel should exist at all. The whole river to the sea means that Israel should be wiped out. Israel's not going anywhere.
But do you understand why they feel like that?
Because they feel that was their land and Israel took it. But at the end of the day, the Jews were there before the Palestinians. Palestine was never a country. There's never been a country named Palestine. It was a region with both Jews and Arabs in that section. It was controlled by the UK, by Great Britain. Mm-hmm. After World War II, they decided to give it to the Jews. There were both people there. There were both multiple types of people there. And the Jews actually have a longer right to that land. You could look in the Bible or the Torah, and you can talk about, they literally talk about.
That's like me coming to your house saying, yo, get out this house because my religion that I believe in saying you shouldn't be here. Who cares about your religion if this is my house?
No one owned it. It was a colony that was run by Great Britain.
Yeah, but Great Britain is racist themselves.
Okay, so I mean, at the end of the day, does that mean that we should get out of America and give it back to the Native Americans?
I mean, there's not no Native Americans left. They killed them all. So I mean, so you could say you can go by who won the wars, or you go by what's right and what's wrong.
But at the end of the day, like history gets written by the victors, right? Yeah. At the end of the day, it was given to the Jews. It became Israel. And there's certain groups that does not feel that Israel should exist at all. So you don't think
Israel run the politics in America?
I think they're affected with it. I get that. But then again, Israel is our biggest ally in that region. But in the whole Middle East, only Israel is the most friendly to us. And that's always been the case. Mm. Without Israel, we would have absolutely nothing to say in the Middle East.
But why do we want to say something to say in the Middle East?
Because a lot of oil is over there.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, so if we had absolutely nothing to say in the Middle East and we had absolutely no power, then a lot of these countries could say, America, oil prices, $1,000 a gallon.
But America could have just went to Israel and just took Israel over. Israel can't beat America, right?
Right.
So America could have said if it was just that, but if Israel didn't run America,
but America doesn't really just take over countries.
They do that. They do whatever they want.
They do whatever they want. When's the last time America forcibly took over a country?
I don't think there's no country that they really wanted to. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, you said about it.
I mean, Greenland, they're talking about it. Cuba, they're talking about it, but it's never actually happened. So yeah, it's an idea, but it doesn't actually happen in modern world at this point. Like, you can't just take over a country.
So if you went to America, right, and you asked the average American, right? So I was talking to my lawyer Bernie Resnick about this. He's Jewish, right? I said, do you think the stuff that's been going on lately paint Jewish people in a better light or a worse light than they did before? And he said, I think it paint them in the worst light. Because most people wasn't thinking about Jewish, nothing at all, right? I think with all this wars and all this stuff that's going on, it paints Jewish people in a bad light, worse than it was before, because it's almost like people feel like they're being bullies, and they bringing America involved in it when America don't have no say so in it. I mean, the average person from the streets, especially a black person, never really was thinking about Israel or thinking about Palestine until all this stuff started happening. And I think it's showing. But you see people that's Jewish that's against Israel too.
Well, listen, I'm not for the way that Israel's been handling the whole.
Did you see them rape that lady?
Situation. What?
Did you see that video when they raped the lady and they beat the case and they're heroes now?
I don't know about that, man. Like this is war. Rapes and atrocities are happening both ways.
But I'm saying,
the prisoners, the Israeli prisoners that became hostages were all raped. At the end of the day, this is what happens. This is war. This is war.
No, that's not. Listen, once it's on camera and I see you five people you can name and see who they are raped by a woman, right? And okay, they can say it's war or whatever, but once they get out, they beat the case. Then they showing us heroes on TV. That make people look at. I mean, that people look at things.
A lot of these videos also are not accurate. Like people there's a video that's been circulating about how look, like Tel Aviv is in shambles. It's on fire. And they're like, oh no, this is actually Iran. Look, these people are protesting. Everyone's quitting the military. No, this is some other country from 3 years ago. Like a lot of this shit is fake.
With the video with the rape, even then, Yahoo
man, listen, fuck those people then. Like, those people should do life in prison. But I'm not pro-rape. I'm not pro-killing kids. I'm not all that shit. But I'm also into protecting myself. And at the end of the day, if you, there's constantly missiles being launched from Gaza into Israel. Like, you're launching missiles that could destroy thousands of people. Like, what are you supposed to do if they keep launching? It's not like they're attacking someone who's not fighting back. There's constantly missiles being launched. Before the whole Gaza attack, they had the whole Iron Dome, and there was constantly missiles being thrown, from Gaza into Israel. Mm-hmm. Come on, bro. Like, if America's being attacked by Mexico and there's missiles going over the border, we'd be like, fuck Mexico. Wipe them out.
I mean,
that's what would happen.
That's what they say now, really, basically.
Yeah.
Fuck Mexico. I mean, you gotta understand this. Any person of a color, right? When they see anybody that's a white person say anything about anything, they look at white people as the most evil people because they did the most evil things in history. You think about it, they kidnapped blacks from Africa, bring them over here. They did all these rape. They did the most diabolical things ever. So when a white person have an argument about anything towards a person that's Puerto Rican or Mexican or black, they kind of look at it like, well, do you understand the track history of white people? Whether they Jewish or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Not saying it's right or it's wrong. I'm saying you got to think about it. When I did my DNA test, it said I'm fucking 58% Nigerian. I've never been there in my life. I don't even wear sandals. You know that. I mean.
That's a Nigerian thing?
I mean, I'm saying Nigerians and Puerto Rican wear sandals. So I said, damn, so I'm Nigerian. I don't know a Nigerian. I've never been to Nigeria. So it's like, so you really got, somebody, your ancestors got took from somewhere in Africa, whatever, make a long story short. And of course you can't dwell on history, but history doesn't definitely dictate the future and dictate what's going on now. You know what I mean? And I just think whenever you might see some kids dying, like it just make any person that's not hateful or got a bad heart, it break their soul. Because first thing you think about is your own kids.
Man, listen, there's just evil people everywhere. There's genocides that have happened all over the place with every type of people,
every
type of race.
You know what I wish? This is what I wish. All right. Say you Israel, right? You do evil shit. And he just get on there like, I do evil shit. The fuck you gonna do about it? That's all. All I want you to just acknowledge and say, yeah, I do evil shit. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. I hate when they get on there and act like they didn't do nothing wrong, or that's with anything, not just them, any person. I mean,
here's the problem with this situation.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about, I'm not talking about all Muslims, right? Because I did an interesting poll. I said, are all Muslims responsible for the war in Gaza? All Muslims. 10% said yes. 90% said no.
Whoever said?
Hold on. Let me finish. Then I said, are all Jews responsible for the war in Gaza? 55% said yes. So people feel that all Jews are responsible for happening over there. The kids, the babies, the people over here, they got nothing to do with it. Me, my mom, my cousins, my kids, we're all responsible for this war that's happening over here. But if a Muslim does something extreme, oh no, he's not really a Muslim, he's an extremist. He's not part of Islam, whatever. But if a Jew does it, oh, it's all Jews. You see what I'm saying? This is the shit that annoys me.
But people that answer that is people that don't have no common sense, right?
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, but y'all think of this too, though. What is like 15 million Jews? It's like a 500 million Muslims?
Yeah, if that. Yeah.
Like 500 million Muslims. So if somebody say all Jews, they might be like, well, it's only 15 million of them.
15 million Jews.
15 million Jews.
Yeah, and most of them are in Israel.
You see what I'm saying? So I mean, anybody with common sense, I know Jewish people, not that many, but the ones I know, I never thought about them as being evil or nothing. I mean,
I am Jewish.
I'm saying I know.
You know me.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. I know personally.
Have I ever done anything evil?
No. Yeah. So what I'm saying is this. So sometimes when you ask people like a poll, some people just putting their bias into it. I mean, who knows why they feel like that, whatever. But there's no way, because I see the Jews. They saying that the Jewish religion is different from saying you're just Jewish and you're atheist.
Well, right? It's called an ethno-religion. It's a little bit. It's kind of both.
Did you see people
right?
in
So,
New York?
for example, I am Jewish by blood, but I'm not very religious. I'm really I don't really believe in God.
Did you see the Jews in New York protesting against Israel?
Well, here's the problem, right? So you have, just like every other group of people, you have different types of Jews. So the Hasidic Jews. So for example, in the Torah or the Bible, whatever you want to call it, the Old Testament, it says that Jews should not have a homeland until the Messiah comes back. So if you're a Hasidic Jew and you're ultra religious, you feel that Israel shouldn't exist because the Messiah has not come back yet. A little stupid, if you ask me. I'm not a huge fan of Hasidic Jews. I've said this publicly a lot of times.
That's why with the curls and stuff?
With the side curls, the black hats, and everything else like that. I feel stupid because a lot of them live in Israel and are on welfare and whatever else, but they don't want to fight in the war. They don't think Israel should be there, blah, 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 right? But that's just extremists, right? Just like you have Muslim extremists who don't believe Israel should be there either, right? But at the end of the day, Israel's not going anywhere. So if you really want to fix the problem, this is how you really fix the problem, from my point of view. Everyone who has a problem with Israel says, okay, we understand you guys are here to stay. Let's figure out a compromise. We accept that you guys are a country and you guys aren't going anywhere. We're not trying to wipe you out anymore. We accept that you're not going anywhere. Let's figure out a compromise, non-violently. And that will get worked out at that point. That's what I think.
Man,
but the problem is you have this whole river to the sea shit. Israel shouldn't be there. The problem, for example, like Hamas and Israel have never communicated directly. They have to go through a third party because Hamas does not recognize Israel as a real country. They just think they're occupiers. So you think that someone's just an occupier, you have no problems wiping them out because they're not even supposed to be there in your eyes. But if you've been to Israel, it's no different than New York or LA or Atlanta or Houston. It's fully developed, great internet, perfect roads, high rises, all that type of shit. The country's not going anywhere, except that it's there to stay and work it out.
I think the average American, they
don't understand that.
They're not really invested in it like that. America, we got it so good over here. We might have a time that we might see it and think about it, but we got our own type of
all these anti-Israel, free Palestine people, 99.99999% of them have never been over there. I've been there like 3 times. I've been to Palestine. I sat down with Palestinian families and had dinner with them. Okay? Y'all need to shut the fuck up with this. You guys already know what you're fucking talking about.
You see what Mark Lamont Hill said something about the river to the sea.
Man, fuck Mark Lamont Hill. He's been on that bullshit for a while. Fuck him.
He got fired. So I was like,
fuck him.
So do you think he got fired?
Fuck him. I've never liked that motherfucker.
So listen.
Fuck Mark Lamont Hill. I call him Mark LaFlop Hill.
So listen. So he
got fired from every job he's ever had.
Let me ask you a question. So do you think he got fired from that job for saying that because somebody that's Jewish was in power and got fired him?
Man, listen.
I'm asking. What the reason you think he got fired for that?
Look. If my employees told me that they hate Jews, I would fire them.
But I don't think he said
because I have the power to do it and they work for me. Why would I want to work with someone and pay someone who hates how I was born?
He didn't say he hated Jews though.
But it's the equivalent. He said like
he said,
let's look it up.
The reason why it reminded me of it because he said what you just said, from the river to whatever that's saying. He said that, and they got, I think it was on CNN we got fired from.
He said from the river to the sea.
That's what you just said.
From the river to the sea means that Israel should get wiped out. You fucking bozo, Mark. Seriously. From the river to the sea means the country should get wiped out. You've never even been over there, you fucking idiot.
No, he was there.
Has he been there?
Yeah, he's been there.
Okay, fine. So he's been over there.
Yeah.
From the river to the sea means that's like saying from the Pacific to the Atlantic. That's what it means. If you got a bunch of Native Americans saying, we will not stop fighting until from the Pacific to the Atlantic, these American colonizers are wiped out.
Now, I got to call him and ask him what exactly do that mean when he say it?
Let's look it up. Right. It can only mean one thing. Let's see.
So you saying it mean that if you say from the river to the sea, it mean the whole Israel should be going? That's what that saying means?
Let's see what ChatGPT says.
Here you go with ChatGPT.
Here we go.
Oh, this is gonna be, oh my God. I can't believe I'm sitting here talking about politics. They're gonna go crazy over this topic right here.
From the river to the sea means the elimination of Israel as a Jewish state. It means from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea, which Israel sits in between.
Okay.
It means it should get wiped out.
So that's what they're saying, just
yes.
stands for. Okay.
It means it should get wiped out.
So that's you're saying that's a nice way to say it.
Yeah.
River to the sea.
Yeah. Just means Israel should get wiped out. So yeah, that's why he got fired. Fuck him. If one of my employees says that shit to me, they'll get fired too. Because why would I want to pay someone who hates who I am as a human being, or hates like the homeland of my people? You see what I'm saying? Seriously, that's like me saying, "Hey, bro, I think Philly should get wiped out. Fuck Philly."
But
I think Philly should get bombed.
But think about this though.
Listen, every time I saw you, I'd say, I think they should drop a nuclear bomb on Philly. Philly didn't bring nothing to this fucking world but evil and hate. And fuck Philly. I want to blow up Philly. But I keep telling you this over and over again. Will we be cool after that?
Listen, the only way I could do something about it if I got to be in power already, though, to be able to fire you.
Exactly.
So
you say that shit in CNN, and let's just say some of the managers or whatever else are Jewish. They're like, nah, fuck him. Get him up out of here.
Because you can say anything else about anybody else, you won't get fired.
Man, listen, if you say that black people should get wiped out, you'll get fired. If you say any group of people should get wiped out, you should get fired. That is a hostile fucking statement. That is a hostile statement, and he got what he deserved.
So who made that statement up?
This is a hard line anti-Semitic statement.
Now I gotta go home and do some study.
Yeah, look it up. Look it up.
Without these wars going on, nobody really was thinking about this as far as where I'm from, community that I'm from. We never was, thinking about this whole topic.
Hey, man, listen. At the end of the day, Jews have been hated on forever. Jesus was a Jew. You know what I'm saying? Other Jews hated on him. Like, it's all fucked up. It's all fucked up. The Holocaust happened. I remember as a kid, right? I really want to find this motherfucker. His name is Nick. My first job ever, I was 13 years old. And I was working with this guy who was like maybe, 30. I was making pizzas. It was a Pete and D's Pizza in San Mateo, California. And we were really cool. We would joke around and whatever. He's a lot older than me, but I was a kid. We were both working pretty much the same job. I was making pizzas. And he was like, "Oh, yo, you're Russian." I'm like, yeah. I go, "I'm also Jewish." He goes, "Oh, you're Jewish? Oh, man, your people should be wiped out. Hitler was right. That's why, Jews have been getting killed all these years, because you guys, just need to be wiped out." I remember I went home and I cried to my parents. And my parents went to the restaurant and met with him, and he denied it. And this is like, the one thing I really don't like about my parents is that when situations like this happen to me, they weren't aggressive enough. Because someone says like shit, some shit like that about my son, I'm grabbing my security, or someone close to me, I'm going to go talk to that motherfucker. And it's not going to be a nice little fun conversation.
So is your son,
like, what the fuck you say to my son?
Your kid's Jewish?
What do you mean?
They consider themselves Jews, your kids?
Well, they're half Jewish. Their mom is black, I'm Jewish. I consider them half Jewish. They could be whatever they want. Their mom is Christian, so if they want to identify as Christian, that's cool. But blood-wise, they're half Jewish. Now, depending on who you talk to, like certain hardcore Jews will only consider them Jewish if the mom is Jewish. But, you know, for example, they can go to Israel and get citizenship, being that their dad is Jewish. So being half Jewish makes them Jewish.
So that's what they consider dual citizenship, right?
It wouldn't be dual citizenship. Well, you may or may not have to give up your U.S. citizenship. I'm not sure. But you can get full citizenship in Israel. They'll give you money to get set up. What's that?
You can give up your U.S. citizenship?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. It could be expat. 100%. You could denounce America and go live somewhere else. Give up your passport. Yeah, 100%.
People do that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not too many people, but yeah.
You're like, what the fuck? Why would you do that?
People do that. Yeah. People who hate America, you know, that type of thing.
People that's born here hate
What do you
America.
mean?
You said there's people that's born in America hate America?
Lots of people hate America. Black Panthers weren't too fond of America.
I mean, I understand it was a
You
different
know what I'm
time.
saying? Like
I mean, you understand why they probably
there's
hate
the whole
America.
Back to Africa movement. A lot of people left America and went to Africa. Still happening. I mean, I can understand why for certain groups of people. Like, you know, these Native Americans hate America to a certain degree.
I mean, is there any? I don't know. I never met that many Native Americans before.
There's a lot of them still. The casinos are owned.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
a lot of them are owned by
100 of them?
Native Americans.
That's not that many.
Yeah,
I think they got done the worst out of in the whole.
I feel you, man.
History of the world ever.
I agree.
Don't give me no casino after you take everything.
Yeah.
You talking about slot machines and dice. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, you spoke about Nigeria. I put out a tweet recently that went viral as well. I said, for people who aren't old enough to have experienced Lauryn Hill in her prime, Thames is the closest thing to that. Do you know what Thames is?
Yeah.
Thames is dope, bro.
Dope, but I think Lauryn Hill got that. Laura was like, you know, she got the baby by the Marleys, and she
Well,
really,
that came later.
Yeah, but then she like, you never really see her nowhere.
Well, because she's always late.
I know you never
She's
see her
always
like.
late.
You remember back in the day with Michael Jackson? You never really saw him.
Yeah.
He come out once a year.
Yeah.
Twice a year. Like, so
Yeah, I
when you
feel
did see him, it's like the allure of Michael Jackson was like.
Listen, like this to me was just like the ultimate compliment.
Yeah,
because Lauryn Hill is so dope.
Yeah.
And Miseducation is such a great album. Remember, it swept the Grammys. Remember, she had like the 10 Grammys or whatever in her arm.
The score, that's so like
the score was great,
one of the top
right?
selling records.
And people like to say, "Oh, Lauren's a rapper, Thames a singer," and I'm like, Lauryn is more known as a singer than a rapper. She does both.
She everything.
But she's more of a singer. I feel.
She everything.
She's more known for singing than rapping, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just complimenting Thames because I think she's an incredible artist. I think she still has a ways to go, but I think that she's on her way to being the next Lauryn Hill in that way. Now, Thames didn't say that, I said it. But this went crazy, 1.6 million views.
What?
Nigerians are mad at me. No, you're wrong.
So you know, a lot of people forget that Lauryn Hill was in the movie star too.
Yeah, she was in a Sister Act too.
Yeah, Sister Act. I'm like, they forgot she was in Sister Act singing. You know what I mean?
No, man, Lauryn's dope. It's not downplaying Lauryn. It's just like, but Thames, I think, is that next one. Like when I listen to the songs and her voice, I'm like, like she really is the next one.
Yeah, Lauryn. So I wanted to Lauryn Hill see it.
I'm sure she did.
She had a son that used to be in Philadelphia too.
I met one of her kids, Skip
Got his name. He used to rap. He used to be in Philadelphia. I don't think I met him before. Huh?
What'd you say?
He's a rap. He had a son.
Rap. Yeah. Oh, okay. They say he's a rat.
No. Lauryn Hill, don't get me. I ain't seen nothing wrong about it. Listen, it's certain people you don't talk about. Like, I mean, like, well, you might do. I don't. Like, one of them is she's kind of disappeared. What's the girl that was going crazy on the internet from Philadelphia about last year? That was just saying stories about people all day long.
Jaguar Wright?
I won't talk about her.
You know, it's funny that Jaguar Wright tweeted me after I put out that Roc Nation tweet. Like, I forgot what she said, but it was like see, I told you or something. I'm like,
her story seems so believable the way she said it, like it's for sure. I'm like, oh.
Absolute bull. Wait, were you there when Jaguar Wright was there?
No, I wasn't.
At Roc-A-Fella? Because she was there.
But I don't remember. I don't remember her being there, but I know her from Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was a talent. She talented.
Of course she is. Well, she was. I don't know about it anymore.
Yeah, she was talented. Like, I mean, but it's like she disappeared now.
Well, I think she went crazy. I think, mental illness.
Jaguar Wright, this is Vlad saying that.
I'm saying it. Okay, I think it's mental illness. Her own son said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, her own son said it.
Mental health is a real thing.
It's a real thing, man.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
What do you think about Kanye apologizing for his anti-Semitic comments and also apologizing for his anti-Black comments?
I mean, I think this the thing. I think it's first of all, when it comes to me having billions of dollars, there's no statement that I would make that jeopardize that. I don't care about whatever my personal belief is, because now I'm messing with my kids' future. I'm messing with my power. Your money is your power.
Yeah.
I'm not risking my billions to just make a statement to try to prove a point. I mean, I don't care that much enough because he lost a lot. He lost almost everything.
Nah, he's still rich as hell. Let's not get it twisted. He's doing a fucking sold out concert, 2 sold out concerts in LA. He's gonna make tens of millions.
I'm saying, do you think he was anywhere near powerful as he was before he made them comments?
No.
His Adidas alone, his sneakers.
Well, here's what happened, right? He lost all of his corporate connections.
Yeah.
Right? So Adidas deal gone. Gap deal gone.
But Vlad, think about this, Vlad.
Universal deal gone.
Say he never did that statement. How big he would be right now?
He'd be humongous.
10 billion probably.
No, listen, like I have a bunch of Yeezys, right? I used to buy Yeezys constantly. I really love the shoes.
Yeezys,
but now Yeezys are like the dead brand.
Yeah.
He sells them on his website and they're hella cheap. Like I ordered a couple of the cheap Yeezys. They're like $25 and they feel like $25.
And it took 1,000 years to come.
Yeah, it took
I ordered, it took 6 months for my joints to come. I ordered it myself.
Yeah, they came like in a paper bag.
It took 6 months to come. I'm like, yo, did they burn me? It took 6 months to come.
It came.
But think about this. He would be so powerful right now without that statement.
Yeah.
Like everybody get on the billionaires list, he probably would be worth 10 billion right now.
Yeah.
For sure. Just off of sneakers alone.
Probably.
I mean, so.
Well, sneakers, fashion, music.
But didn't they apologize later? Like you lost everything. There was no need. I wouldn't even apologize at this point. For what?
Well, maybe he means it. I mean, here's the thing. Like, from what I understand, is that he is now actively trying to find like a drug cocktail to deal with his mental issues. And this is why he's not doing interviews. Because listen, before every other album, he's doing 1 million interviews. He's all over social media. He's really quiet now. You know, because I know people around him. He's trying to get his medication right. And I think he's trying to rebuild a lot of the shit that he wrecked. I mean, that's what I think. And I know certain things. For example, like, okay, let me put it like this. I've had Kanye's album for the last, like, 4 months.
The new one?
Yeah.
It's good?
It's got some cool songs, but the problem is that half of it's already been released. The Bully album. So I have the unreleased half. Don't ask me how I got it, but I got it. There's some cool tracks on there. There's no features. I think he produced pretty much everything himself. But it's not like a full album because half the album's already been out. But, I mean, it is Kanye. But, yeah, man, I think he's just trying to rebuild at this point.
I mean, he paid for the statements he made. I mean, but
yeah,
I would have stuck by him. If I would lost everything already by him, unless you, like you said, unless you really just didn't mean it.
I think he means it, man. I think, man, listen. Man, I remember we were taking an Uber in Manhattan a couple of days ago, and a motorcycle rider like rode by and had a swastika on the back of his jacket. I have never seen that in New York.
Swastika, I seen one in prison.
I have never. You gotta understand that outside of Israel, there's more Jews in New York than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like you're wearing a swastika piece of clothing in New York City. That shit is wild to me. Like I've never seen it in my lifetime.
But it was like a Hell's Angel or something?
Something like that, yeah. So some sort of biker gang. I mean, you know, listen, I'm sure he was ready to back up that shit. You know what I mean? Like I was gonna approach him and confront him with it.
Swastika in jail. I asked him about it. You know what I mean? And it's so funny because he said he got it before he came to prison when he was young. He'd been in prison at that point like 30-something years.
Yeah.
So he always covered it with a towel. Like when he go to the shower. And I seen him one day, I was cutting his hair, I was talking to him about it. He said, man, that's how I felt when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
He said, it's so crazy. When you're a white guy, you've been in prison for a long time around a bunch of blacks. When you talk, you sound black. So he talk and he sound like he's just talking to a black guy, right? He said, man, I was young, you know, I hate it. He said, I hate that I got it because it don't represent me
now
at
he's
all.
in prison, you can't get it covered up.
Can't get it covered. I think he got life in prison, so I don't think he ever getting out. But he said, when people see me with this, then he got a bald head. He got a bald head because his hair fell out. He not a skinhead by choice. He got a bald head, right?
Skinhead with a swastika.
So his hair only grows around his hair grows around the sides. When I cut his hair, I just cut the sides, right? He said, I look like a skinhead. I know I do. Like he see this third thing. He said, that's not even who I am. So sometimes you might see somebody with something, not saying that guy particular, but you can see somebody and be all the way wrong about him.
What do you think about the whole 50 Cent, Wayno, Jim Jones, Papoose, everything beef?
Well, for Jim Jones, I know Jim Jones. He did favors for me. I know him for a long time. That's I consider him like a friend.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm a little biased. I don't know 50 Cent. I never met 50 Cent. But I think beefing with 50 Cent is like it's almost a lose. You can't really win. I just don't like even with T.I. and his kids. I understand what they're saying. Like you disrespect my mom. We're not having that. You know what I mean? But I just think I don't think it's a win for anybody that's because it's like 50 Cent just got all day to beef with you all day. He got unlimited money and resources to beef with all day. So even if you're right or wrong, it don't matter. He's gonna be beefing with you when you don't feel like beefing. Like that day you're like, I just want to be with my wife and my kids. He's still gonna be beefing with you. I mean, so I think with 50 Cent, I don't think it's a win. And he gonna stoop low as you ever want to go. Like,
oh yeah, I mean look at the whole thing with Clarissa Shields and putting up the videos of the dude and everything else like that.
Like Papoose. I think Papoose like tough girls. Cause for me, mine seem tough too. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this is what I feel about Clarissa Shields, right? I feel like if she just don't, cause people always talk about outside the ring. Mm-hmm. They forget about how good she is in the ring.
Oh, she's amazing.
She the best girl fighter maybe ever.
I think so.
So if she just chill and don't worry about the outside noise and just worry about boxing.
She wants to be in the mix.
I know. I just wish she didn't. Because see, the reason I like Clarissa Shields, I saw her movie. When I saw her movie, I saw where she came from. You know, when you want to learn somebody about somebody's past, you look at them in a whole different way. So like when everybody was like dogging her and say she shouldn't be doing this, and so I just know where she came from, and I just wish people could focus on her boxing instead of all the other stuff. Because her boxing, not only is she beating the hell out of people, she beating them easy.
Oh yeah.
Like, because at first I thought about Muhammad Ali's daughter, like back in the day when she was in her prime.
Yeah, Layla Ali.
But then when I see Clarissa Shields, I don't think Layla Ali could have beat Clarissa Shields in her prime.
Well, they're different weights though,
No,
right?
they're heavyweight. She a heavyweight now.
Oh wait, Clarissa's heavyweight?
Yeah, she heavyweight now.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Like she may be the best girl fighter ever lived, like ever.
She is 31 years old. She's in love with this older man who's 48, Papoose.
That's how I usually go.
No, but I'm just saying she's younger. This is probably her first love.
Yeah.
She got his name tattooed on her. If he breaks up with her, there might be a really violent reaction.
I don't think he'll break up with her though. But I ain't going for Papoose.
Well, people say, well, she got the money, he ain't gonna break up with her or whatever. But I'm just saying, like for example, let's just say he saw the video of her with the other dude and was like, you know something, baby, it's over. I can't do this. I'm a man. I'm not just cheating shit. It's over. I'm just saying, she just snaps and just sees red.
But I don't think Papoose think she could beat him.
Papoose is tall. He's
I don't think
6'3".
Papoose think she could beat him. I mean, I wouldn't think even if she can. Man, I'm like, you my girl still, bro. We be here rumbling, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but what do you do? What do you do when Clarissa Shields hits you with a 4-piece?
She might knock you out.
She might knock you out. She might knock you out.
She might knock you out.
She might knock you.
Especially if she punches you without you looking.
Because here's the thing, right? Like Papoose, I'm sure he's got into street fights and all that. That's not the boxing ring. Yeah, no. That's a whole different fucking monster right there.
No gloves on.
No gloves, and you know exactly where to hit someone and knock them out. Yeah. If you're just a regular fighter, look, did you see the Blueface fight that just happened? Yeah. He got knocked out of the ring.
Yeah.
And Clarissa even said, she chimed in, she goes, listen, a lot of these rappers who keep taking these like fights, like, y'all need to train for 6 months.
I never
thought
about
these are not like jail fights.
I never thought about Clarissa Shields knocking somebody out, but now that I think about it.
Yo, she could absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to say it like this. Me, personally, at 52 years old, I think Clarissa could probably knock me out. I would try to avoid it to the best of my ability, but I think that if we really got into it and she got the drop on me and she hit me a couple clean shots, I think Clarissa might knock me out.
I think she'd knock anybody out. She hit her with the clean shots.
Yeah.
But I think, you heard Papoose freestyle to 50 Cent? It was crazy. Right?
Yeah, no, he's dope.
But nobody care about that, though.
No, I got a million views, though.
I mean, it was crazy. I said, that's crazy. But like 50 Cent don't care about none of that.
No, he's not even responding.
Yeah, he don't care about
ain't
that.
got no hit records on our responding.
I'm not, to be honest with you, I wouldn't want to beef with 50 Cent. I don't feel like, because he not going to stop. He's going to keep on. He's going to go low.
He's going to dig up some shit on you you know existed. Like, yo, I'm cool.
But what you go? T.I.'s son was giving him a little bit of work at first, but I think people just wanted to see somebody battle 50 Cent. I mean, but I think most people like, man, 50 Cent, that's just his own entity when it comes to beefing online. Just leave that alone. Like,
look, I mean, I had Wayno on here yesterday, and what I didn't realize was that the 50 Cent Max B diss song, that was already a Max B song that he basically jumped on. the chorus was already there. He just kind of like did some verses and made a AI video. And
The song had already been done. Did you know that?
which song?
That song.
The 50 song?
It's not a 50 song, it's a Max B song.
Oh.
See, this is why I said he was trying to use him as a pawn, because that song was already done.
Huh, okay, I didn't know
That's the first song he dropped when he came home.
Oh, with the same
Same
NWA
everything.
beat? Okay, got it. Okay, I didn't realize that.
50 got on it later on.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh. Was Max B cool with it or not? Hard to say, because Max is not out here beefing with Jim Jones anymore, so he kind of got thrown into this thing in a certain type of way, and Wayno feels it's creating division in the city and so forth. And, Wayno put out, the algorithm diss song, I get mentioned in it. I mean, not in a negative way, but he's mentioning all the media outlets, I get included in that. I thought Wayno dropped a real strong song. I interviewed him about it yesterday. But at the end of the day, I personally like New York rappers battling with each other. I think this is like the essence of hip hop.
For his music or like
music.
just trolling?
No, music.
Music, yeah.
I like the fact that Wayno dropped a couple of diss songs. I like the fact that 50 dropped a song. I like the fact that, all four of the dudes on the podcast did a song together, did like a freestyle. Like, I like that shit. I
heard Fabulous verse against 50 Cent.
I mean, look, like battling, if you talk about hip hop, battling started before songs.
Yeah.
Like hip hop, the essence of it, if you strip away everything, what you really have at the very core of it is battling.
Yeah, I remember
right?
KRS-One and South Bronx.
Busy B.
And all that, yeah.
Cool Mo D. It goes way back. That's the essence of real hip hop. So seeing New York rappers, I don't consider it division. I'm like, okay, cool. Like New York getting into it. Let's see who's the hottest. I want everyone to jump in. 5-Year Foreign was talking shit about people. Have him hop in, do a song. Stop tweeting, do a song.
Yeah, but 50 Cent thing is really about trying to destroy you, like your reputation. Like even I don't know what happened with the Jim Jones getting locked out the place and the landlord and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
I say you see 50 Cent go real low. You know what I mean? So like I don't even know how that even came about, what happened. Because New York politics different from Philly politics. So we kind of know what's going on, but not really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Uncle Murder, we were talking about the whole T.I. 50 Cent thing. And he said that New York wouldn't embrace a rapper who did a Crime Stoppers commercial.
To my T.I.
Like T.I., the way Atlanta did.
I feel like no rapper from New York, right, could do no shit like a 1-800 Crime Stoppers type shit, right? No, I'm being honest. I feel like no rapper from New York could do no shit like that and survive. No rapper. The way we is out here in New York, it's like niggas don't play that. I don't even think nobody from LA could do no shit like that, like the West Coast. I don't think you doing that and then you surviving. After that, niggas is letting you rock and live. None of that shit is not happening in New York. You do any type of rap, funny business like that, some commercial shit talking about this, that, and the third, you banned damn near from. They not rocking with you in New York.
I don't think Philly would either.
Huh.
No. Philly that you can't be a Philly rapper. You did that before. You can't. I mean, as soon as they find out that, it's over.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, his statement makes a certain level of sense because, for example, Tekashi was at one point the hottest rapper in New York.
Yeah, for sure.
And after the snitching thing, New York totally turned his back on him.
Yeah.
He had to go do Spanish music, then move to Florida, and start doing other shit and whatever else. He's still successful, but
that's Philly.
He was the hottest New York rapper in a segment of time. Am I right?
Yes.
He was hotter than 50 Cent. He was hotter than A Boogie. He was hotter than French Montana. He was hotter than everybody. But then it all changed. So you think in Philly, if you did a Crime Stoppers commercial,
it's over.
It's over.
It's over for sure. Because it's a no snitching type of environment, city. So you can't. I mean, and then T.I. known as a gangster rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. So like, it would definitely wouldn't be able to be the top rapper or king of Philly if you did any of those things. It's over. Then plus they looking for you to do something like that. Oh, you did that? It was over for you. It was a kid, I forgot his name, that was rapping in Philly that had a hit with Lil Uzi, and they found out he told when he was a kid, and they just cut him right off.
Really?
Yes, I forgot his name. They cut him right off, like instantly. He had a hit on the radio. Even Lil Uzi, I think, said he don't want to be on a song with him.
Damn.
Yeah, so like you can't do no Crime Stopper commercial, none of that over there. No, not in Philly. No, Philly and New York not that different. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I mean, I seen T.I. commercial. I never really like listened to what he said or why he did it or whatever. But like, I mean, But it's crazy. You know what's crazy though? That's like not even like a negative thing if you're a citizen. But once you become a rapper and you're talking this gangster stuff, you can't. Certain things you just can't do because you got this image you gotta live up to. I mean,
well, I had a comedian Will Mills
mm-hmm.
on my show, right? And he said basically people give Meek Mill a hard time, call him gay with the Diddy shit and whatever else, but they leave French Montana alone, and he was around Diddy as well all the time.
I'm talking about how social media will deem somebody something just because they already have a preconceived notion of them, right? So people already don't like Meek.
Yeah.
So people already got this image in their mind of Meek as a soft dude, pause, right? Now, Meek and Diddy was homies. Diddy's not the reason why Meek blew up. Rick Ross was, right?
Yeah.
But who did Diddy career propel to the next level? Another big rapper in the game. Who did he propel to the next level?
I mean, a lot of rappers.
Okay, I'll name one in particular, French Montana. No rapper is closer as a friendship with Diddy than French Montana, right? Have you ever heard anybody call French Montana gay?
No.
No.
I said that last time.
You said that. You said something similar on
Yeah.
on the Dance Project, right? Yeah.
Because when I was in prison, I seen this magazine and French Montana was sitting between Diddy legs. They was like on a boat. And this before any of the gay stuff came out. I looked at the picture like this kind of like weird. Like they had never seen me picture was sitting somebody. They got the same robe on, like the slippers to match, and I was like, but you know I don't just think somebody gay because of a picture, but if the picture was real suspect. And then when all this Diddy stuff happened, I just noticed French Montana wasn't mentioned at all. Like it wasn't. Wasn't mentioned at all. So I don't know how he did it. I like French Montana though. But I don't know how he got out of it without being mentioned at all. And the guy was used to hold the umbrella for Diddy. Bentley, Farnsworth, whatever.
Yeah, Farnsworth Bentley.
Yeah, he didn't get mentioned. And if Diddy's so diabolical like they say he is, you would think people that's around him, like constantly around him as close friends would be mentioned in the same breath as him. So I don't know, but I said that about French Montana. I thought like, yo, he got out of that real clean. Nobody never missed him or nothing.
I don't think Meek Mill's gay.
My whole thing is if you're gay or not,
I don't think he's gay.
It's not my concern, but once you wear the same outfit as him, you give somebody fuel to say it.
Yeah, that was a bad move.
Yes.
Like, let's just say afterwards, me and you decided to go out to dinner.
Yeah, we got to say that.
And,
I'm gonna stop at the corner store and get a New York sweatshirt or something.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool, let's go change. We'll meet up at this point. And we show up and wear the exact same outfit. I'm like, nah. And then
the midget with us? And then
we got to do the midget in the middle.
The midget is just for extra sauce. That's... But then I don't like when Diddy went to jail. You said no Diddy. Come on, bro. Like don't.
Oh, Meek Mill said that.
Yes. No. Yeah, like come on. That's like you was in his pool dancing. I just you give people a lot of like leeway to look at you how they look at you. You know what I'm saying?
You said that Dame Dash isn't broke.
Man, I don't think he broke like a regular person broke. It's different kinds of broke.
He went on your podcast, right?
No, he wasn't on my podcast. I just talked to Dame on the phone. You know what I'm saying? But he never was on my podcast. But
okay,
but I talked to Dame 3 days ago, right before he went, whatever that award show was that just went like maybe last week.
Oscars?
He was there. He had the blue on. I think it was the Essence or something. The beat. So anyway, I called him. He was on his way to the awards. So just like maybe a week ago, I was talking to him, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I still believe he's gonna get back. I would say that. Because I still believe he's gonna get back. I think he's a hustler. I know you don't believe. I believe he's gonna get back. But
I think Dame should humble himself and just be honest and not have this image that nobody's buying. I think that he should be like, listen, I created a lot of dope shit. I was one of the key factors behind Roc-A-Fella. I did well with Rachel Roy, but for a lot of years I tried things that didn't really work, and now I'm just rebuilding and I'm trying to make it work. I DM'd him and I said, listen, bro, I don't have any real problems with you. If you ever want to talk to me, here's my number. He saw the DM and, he never contacted me, and that's cool. That's fine. But I am down to have a conversation with him. He's like, oh yeah, come to my show and whatever else. It's like, we're not doing interviews or whatever else. Mm-hmm. Like we could have a conversation and we could talk it out, because honestly, the falling out between me and him was a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, right? Me and Aiden Ross had a bunch of back and forth at one point. We were talking shit to each other. I saw him at the event, at the Adam 22 boxing event, And I purposely didn't talk to him until the very end because I was worried he might kick me out of the event, right? Because it was his event. But I saw him, academics introduced us. I was like, what up, bro? He's like, oh, what's up, man? I said, hey, man, listen, all that shit that we did was nothing. He's like, man, that's a whole bunch of nothing. Fuck all that. He's like, man, we're Jewish, man. This is all good, right? He's like, yo, let's do an interview. Let me give you my number. We exchanged numbers. And he was like, we started texting. And I was like, yeah, bro, like I didn't want to talk to you during the event because I thought you were going to kick me out. He goes, no, man, listen. He's like, that's just internet shit. Like, you're a legend at what you do. Like, I fuck with you. Like, it's all good. And what I realized is that this new stream of YouTubers, streamers, whatever else, they understand that it's not that serious.
Yeah, it's business first.
It's just business.
Yeah.
And with Dame claiming to be such a big businessman, CEO, whatever else, he really is in his feelings most of the time, right? He's not really a business person because he's too emotional and too sensitive, And my thing is, just treat it as business. Like if it makes sense, if there's money on the table, let's just make it make sense. If not, whatever.
I mean, I definitely see it as business.
Yeah.
For sure, I see it as business.
It's just business.
Yeah. Like even if somebody talk bad about me now, I love it. Like, thank you. That's an alley-oop.
It's just business.
Shout out to Wayno.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Wayno. I tried to text him or FaceTime. He hasn't hit me back.
Shout out to Wayno. So like, you're right. It's definitely business first.
Shout out to Wayno, man. First time I had him on the show, did good numbers, everything else like that.
You saw me on the dance. I was down in Florida, Fort Lauderdale.
Right. Yeah, that's where he films. I've been on the show too.
Yeah. It's like in his garage with this nice setup.
It's at his house.
Yeah, nice setup. Yeah,
it's a cool setup. I got to meet his family. Cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got paid to do the interview.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all good. it was all good. All right, one thing before I let you go. Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2. You looking forward to it or not really?
I'm looking forward to it because I love Pacquiao and I like Mayweather. I think it's crazy because I think I like Pacquiao, even more of a likable person than Pacquiao, but Mayweather the best fighter to me of all time to me. And everybody making this big thing about him being broke, like I said again. Even if he was broke, people say he's broke. His broke is not a regular person broke.
Yeah.
He can just go sell his watches.
Yeah.
like
sells home.
So people make it's so funny. It's like people get a kick out of you being broke.
Well, people like to see you fall. Yeah. Man, listen, if I announce that I'm filing for bankruptcy, you know how many videos and tweets?
1 million.
Oh yeah, we're finally got him up out of here. Oh yeah. Man, people are celebrating, when I misquote a Farrakhan. We finally got Vlad out of here.
Bro, when I first started doing interviews with you, I got more backlash for just being cool with you than all the beef I had with anybody in the whole history of all my beefs. You were like, Vlad, you are a sellout, you this, you that, you third. I started saying, what the fuck is it that Vlad do to make people just feel so fucking venomous against you? Like, is it his voice? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, man, listen, I apologize for that.
No, I don't give a fuck. This is business. Listen, just watch.
What was that?
As long as they watch, I don't care.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like for example, I just interviewed Devon Dudley, the wrestler, who was part of WWE for a while. He dealt with Vince McMahon. And I told him that watching that documentary really changed the way I look at business because Vince McMahon was pure business.
Pure.
He did not care. You could diss him. You could sue him. You could win. And he'll still bring you back on if it makes business sense.
If it made money, yeah.
That's the way he is. He'll bring you back if he knows he can still make money with you.
He's not tripping. I learned so much. After watching that documentary, I hit up a whole bunch of people and squashed beef with them and got him back on the show. Because I'm like, and we're still cool to this day.
I saw somebody interview somebody on your show that wasn't you, though.
Well, Sean Prez does the Nicholas Irving interviews.
That's the sergeant, boy?
Well, he's a sniper.
Yeah. I seen him on there talking about, I'm like, who the fuck is this talking?
Well, that's what it is, man. Oschino. Till next time.
Till next time, man.
Peace.
And I passed 100,000 subscribers, too.
Okay. That's how we do it. That's what it is. Round of applause.
Peace out.